Thanks for the streak. Thank you. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. We're gonna try to get as far as we can. Oh, fuck. Oopsies. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. We're gonna try to get as far as we can in Enomoto's route. Super excited to find out what happens because Insanity's been this is Insanity's favorite. I stopped in front of a room. Fields Operation Team 2. It was a department that worked with forensics and detectives, mainly for preliminary investigations for assault, homicide, and other heinous crimes. Of course, the X-Day crimes were in their domain. It's Enomoto's former team, too. I felt terribly out of place in this area as an SRCPO officer. That was because 30 minutes ago, while I was eating lunch, I got a call from Sakuragawa. Has Sakuragawa learned something new about the incident? I excitedly picked up the phone. Ooh? Sakuragawa? Hello? Sakuragawa hung up without waiting for me to give her a reply. Shit, it must be urgent. I don't understand, but this is no time for me to be enjoying lunch. I quickly scarfed down the rest of my food and headed to forensics. Choke it down, girl. Come on. Wow, this looks hectic. The investigators seem to be getting ready to head out to a crime scene. I might not be able to speak with Sakuragawa. Thinking that, I looked for her.
Hoshino.
Oh my god, yay, it's her! Sakuragawa wove her way through the people coming and going and greeted me. She didn't.
あんたに頼まれてた佐竹さんとの仲介さ。なのに、どっかのバカのせいでこのありさまだよ。
Damn. Could it be another X-Day?
窃盗事件だから多分違うよ。そんなわけで、私は付き合えないんだけど、佐竹さんには4月と5月の事件を知りたがっている。
She's not. She's in a hurry.
特防として治安維持における情報の共有って名目でね。一応あんたとあの事務所の関係は黙ったままにしてあるからさ。
Oh, I love her. She's such big brain. I love her.
佐竹さんと実際会ってどこまで明かすかはあんたが決めな。
Being in a hurry. Shush, leave her alone. She's my girl. She's doing us a favor. So you're saying
話は通してあるからあんた一人で会いに行きなってこと。昼休み中にね。
What? But it's too sudden.
どうせなら早い方がいいでしょ。相手は佐竹さんだし悪いようにはしないよ。
桜川出るぞ。
了解。じゃあ星野、あとは自力で何とかしな。
Cool. With that, Sakuragawa left, tugging along her work equipment. Because she told me that, I hurried over thinking that I couldn't hesitate. But now that I was here, I was nervous. Sakuragawa told me that he wouldn't treat me badly, but I'm about to go and meet a veteran detective. They're very busy in field ops, so I'm stunned that he managed to make time for me. I timidly hovered by the door, but my lunch break was winding down. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, girl, you got this. Don't hesitate. Go for it. Plus ultra or whatever. I took a deep breath and knocked on the door. Excuse me. As soon as I entered, several men who looked like the field doc detectives sharply turned their attention towards me. Slightly intimidated by all their gaze as I stumbled over my words. I'm Mary Hoshino from the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office local office. Damn. Ah, fuck the lunch break. Fuck the food. And scarf it down, choke it down like Okazaki. Is Mr. Kenzo Satake currently present at this time? I raised my voice more than I usually did, probably because I was nervous. The room fell silent, but the next moment...
元気がいいな、特防は。
The men erupted into bright laughter and their laughs echoed throughout the room.
威勢が良くていいじゃないですか。彼女、うちに向いてますよ。
そうだな。人事に掛け合っとくか。この子、うちによこせってな。
いいですね。なんせうちはむさ苦しい。彼女みたいな子が一人でもいれば仕事にも張り合いが出ますしね。
Damn! Fucking sexual harassment off the bat! Okay, I see how it is.
何言ってんだ。うちで一番むさ苦しい顔してるくせに。
いやいや、先輩のおっさん臭さにはかないませんよ。
I awkwardly stood there, then a voice suddenly called out from the back.
おい、お嬢ちゃん、こっちに来てくれねえか。
Fuck's giving. Yeah, damn. I hurried over to the owner of the voice who pulled me from the ocean of awkwardness. Oh, it's him! It's him! I didn't realize it was him! Oh, hi, nerd! Hi! It's him! Could this be Kenzo Satake? 53. Damn, he old.
俺が佐竹健三だ。桜川から話は聞いてるぜ。
His gentle smile immediately soothed away all my anxiety. I'm Harry. I'm Harry. Damn, I'm Harry now, guys. Sorry about that. I put in the wrong username. I'm Harry. Bro is in unk states now, literally. He does have a 7 head. I'm not gonna lie. I'm terribly sorry for taking up your time during such a busy day.
いやー、こいつは驚いた。桜川の知り合いって聞いて、てっきり男っぽいのを想像してたんだが。
Poor Sakuragawa.
それがまさかこんな礼儀正しいお嬢ちゃんだとはな。桜川はあんな性格だろ。女友達がいるのかちょいと心配してたんだよ。あ、くれぐれもこの話は桜川にしないでくれよ。またうざいって言われちまう。
佐竹さん、そんなの今更じゃないですか。
He's so funny, actually. I love him too.
そうそう。新宿署の父ちゃん。いや、じいちゃんでしたっけ？
おい、勝手に人をじじい扱いすんな。まだ俺は現役バリバリだぞ。
I love the way he speaks. I love the way he speaks. He speaks like an old man. He speaks like an old man. I don't know if any guys in chat speak Japanese or have heard or really pay attention to like the way some people speak. He doesn't just look ancient. He speaks ancient. He speaks like an old man. His manner of speaking is such old man core. I fucking love him. Hold on. He speaks like a fucking grandpa.
うわー、もうその表現古いですって。
Glad you can speak Japanese. Gonna hit a translator note. This guy's old as shit. Literally, I'm not even lying. He speaks like my uncle. He speaks the way my uncle does. I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's like it's just like the way he speaks. It's just so old man. It's such old man.
うるせえなったく。 ああ、ここが騒がしくていけねえや。
No, actually, he speaks like my uncle and the old men that go to my grandma's bar. He literally speaks like like the old men that go to my grandma's bar. Literally, the way he speaks is there. It's right
ちょっ
there.
と上に出ねえか。
I don't know anything about Japanese. I just said old dialect energy because I have old ass American South grandparents. Literally, it's this. This is what he's speaking like. This is his accent.
佐竹さんが若い女の子と密会しようとしてる。
羨ましい。
あのな、これも仕事のうちだっての。俺がいないからってサボるなよ。
分かってますって。雷落とされたくないですし。
ごゆっくり。
Damn. Shut the fuck. Maybe not that old, but he speaks like an old man. Not at all. This is different from what I imagined. Satake and the other detectives were approachable despite their intimidating air. Their cheerfulness bore a close resemblance to Enomoto's style. Lord, I mean, with samurai! I followed Satake up to the roof where I was immediately assaulted by the winter chill.
悪いな、お嬢ちゃん。ちょいと寒いだろうが、我慢してくれ。
Please don't mind me, but the way you're dressing me is...
お、気になるか。俺からしたら、若いもんはみんなお嬢ちゃんか坊主だからな。
Because you're old as fuck and you speak like an old man. You're like 53. You're fucking old. You're old. He's old, Chad. He's so fucking old. You rose a fucking Sengoku warrior. Youngsters, like, damn. When Satake said that with an ear-to-ear grin, I couldn't help but smile back. It's just a little embarrassing to be called that at my age. But I know you're just saying it to be friendly, so I don't mind.
そいつはよかった。ああ、そうそう。ちょいと一服しても構わねえか？
Not at all. Damn, he's so fucking old.
どうにも息抜きにはこいつが必要でな。ちまちま喫煙所で吸うよりかはこっちの方がのんびりできていい。
While watching Satake take a puff of a cigarette, I considered how to approach the topic. This is my first time talking to someone in the police while hiding my X-Day investigation.
君は肝心なことを忘れてる。ここにもう一人いること。署内で聞き込みもいいけど、意見を求められたときどう答えるかちゃんと考えて発言しないと。
I wouldn't consider that a microaggression, but damn, okay.
殺されちゃうかもしれないよ。
As Shiraishi pointed advice and said a small slip of the tongue could endanger my life. How could I ask and make it sound natural? The more I pondered it, the drier my throat felt.
ひょっとしてお嬢ちゃんも緊張してるのか？
I was worried that my silence was suspicious, but Satake was giving me a toothy grin.
いや、実は俺もお嬢ちゃんみたいなこと話すのなんざ久しぶりでな。
Oh, he's such a cute old man. I don't know what. Look. Hear me out. It's the vibes, chat. He's so cute. Oh, hold on. I gotta handle something real quick. I'll be right back. had to go that way. Thank you, thank you.
ほら、うちは男状態だろ。ああいう環境に染まりきってるから怖がらせちまったんじゃないかと思ってな。
Damn. Not at all, sir. On the contrary, I'm glad you're easy to talk to.
嬉しいこと言ってくれるね。桜川やうちの連中と来たら口やかましいだの親父だの。
Yeah, I had to walk all the way down the hill and come right back up. It was a long ass trip. It's okay. It's just where I live now. I live in hell.
そんな風に言われたのは久々だが悪い気はしねえな。
Maybe they call you that because you refer to them as the boys. He's like, Grumpy's just old. He is not escaping the old man allegations. I swear.
このままなんてことない話に花を咲かせたい気もするが、ぼちぼち本題に入るとするか。
I straightened my back as Satake returned to
4月
me.
5月の X デー事件に
He is just like Rekka!
としていろいろ聞きたいってことだったよな。
Look. This is exactly how I imagine Rekka. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. I'll just send it to Rekka. Him and Rekka would have so many stories to tell each other. They would do the old man chuckle. They would absolutely do the old man chuckle. He already does that. Yes.
桜川に話を持ちかけられた時から気にはなっていたんだが、ひょっとして特防は関係ないんじゃねえか？
Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you're talking about. This is entirely to do with SRCPO. I was startled but that he hit the bullseye immediately, but I couldn't just give that away.
その様子だとつぼしか。
Fuck! Girl, come on! Get yourself together!
隠
Oh,
そうとしても無駄だぜお嬢ちゃん。こっちとら爆発を踏んでる。
His voice was quiet, but his words bore a lot of gravity. Before that, That's not true. I'm only here for reasons that fall under my duties as an SRCPO officer. I'm not directly involved with the X-Day crimes, but they're fueling public unrest. So I want to ask you about them. Satake is quietly listening to me and let out a slow sigh.
嘘だな。
Fuck. No matter how careful I was, he'd see through any deception I could throw together. He was a detective with a wealth of experience. A sloppy lie wouldn't work on him. If I lose his trust now, I could lose my chance to learn anything about the X-Day crimes. Satake didn't press me for more. In fact, he seemed to be observing me. I have to hide the collar and come up with a valid reason. Making up my mind, I answered, as you stated, the reasons I'm here to see you has nothing to do with the SRCPO. It's for a different reason, what I call a greater reason.
大きな理由ね。今度は嘘じゃねえみたいだな。
Sorry about that. He has a wealth of knowledge from being old as fuck. Satake examined me with sharp eyes. Of course he'd be wary after I lied to him once already. I braced myself for a do-or-die moment and carefully picked my words. I'm actually working with a certain group of individuals to investigate the X-Day crimes.
ある人たちに
Yes, they operate around outside the police force and are investigating the X-Day independently. Sakuragawa is acquainted with them. When I told her that I wanted to research the crime, she introduced me to you.
X デイ事件の捜査は特防の仕事じゃねえよな。
No, but as long as they remain unsolved, the lives of the Shinjuku citizens are under constant threat. I know that these cases can't be solved just by my efforts alone. But who's committing these acts and why are they doing so? I want to know the truth behind it all.
なるほどな。
Some of what I said wasn't exactly truthful, but the X-Day crimes were a personal issue to me. Maybe that's why Satake had believed me. If I assumed he'd heard enough from Sakuragawa to know my story matches, the people who introduced me to her are at a certain detective agency.
ひょっとしてそいつは榎本峰夫のいる場所じゃねえか
Yes, that's correct.
ああ、そうか。榎本が絡んでたってわけだ。
Oh.
道理で俺みてえな子さんがわざわざ選ばれたわけだ。
Satake rubbed his jaw and nodded at me approvingly. It makes sense that he'd know where Enomoto went off to after he quit the police force. But Satake had visibly reacted when I said the phrase detective agency. That seemed to strongly indicate that Satake was concerned about Enomoto.
なあ、お嬢ちゃん。榎本は今も事件を追ってんのか
Eh? I was confused about the sadness in his expression as he asked the question. He's asking if Enomoto's still investigating. I've just started working with him recently, so I don't really know. But he didn't seem very enthusiastic about the investigation. Since I'm also researching the April and May cases, we're currently partners.
そうか。
But his lack of enthusiasm might be because he hasn't accepted me yet. I'm fundamentally lacking in experience, and I don't know how much I can help in a fight. It was depressing to say it, but it was definitely the truth. I'm doing my best to acknowledge me, but it doesn't seem to be going very well. I smiled bitterly as I stated my feelings. Satake raised an eyebrow.
そりゃお嬢ちゃんのせいじゃねえ。
He is letting us see his samurai wisdom. Iconic. I love him. He is definitely a dad type. He's a dad. I can feel it. He's a girl dad. Actually, no. If he would talk to his daughter more if he was a girl dad. He's definitely a boy dad. It's not. But he could be a girl dad. I could totally see him being a girl dad. Satake put out a cigarette in a portable ashtray and looked at me.
事件のことを知りたがる理由ってのが生半可なもんなら突っぱねようと思ってたが、あいつが関わってるなら話は別だ。
Hi, Tailgater. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well.
4月と5月の事件について教えてやるよ。それから榎本についてもな。
Ooh. Satake's face was serious. I nodded. Please do. Ooh, he's gonna spill some backstory. Oh, we're not gonna hear the
ただいま
backstory.
あれ今日タケルは今日はまだ来てない榎本それはああこれっすかインスタントのご当地ラーメンですスーパーで全国の売ってるの見つけて買ってきたんですよパッケージからして超うまそうなんだよな
We're gonna we'll see in a bit. We'll see in a bit.
そうだな
I hope.
いつも飯は柳先輩に頼り切っちゃってるし今日はこれ俺がよーしじゃあ榎本峰夫様特製職人顔負けのラーメンを榎本はい捜査の方はどうだ
Oh shit, we're going straight. Yanagi's going straight for the throat.
ぼちぼちっす後ろめたいことがないならちゃんと俺の目を見て話せ別に後ろめたいことなんてないですけどほら俺星野の面倒も見ないといけないしだから忙しくて
I did not. That's cool.
本当にそれが理由か
Oh yeah. Yanagi's fucking grilling him.
すみませんい お前がただ無意な時間を過ごしているわけじゃないのは分かってる。だが時間は有限だ。時間をかけて解決する問題ならいいが、そうじゃないのはお前も分かってる。
Oh shit.
お前の恐怖を俺が拭ってやることはできない。ただお前に後悔はさせたくない。
柳先輩。
笹塚も気にしていたからな。何かあったら遠慮なく俺たちを頼っていい。
Aw, thank you. I'll take a look at it later.
ありがとう。俺、買い忘れたものがあったんで、外出てきます。
Damn, Enomoto, stop running for your problems! After I patiently waited a little bit, Satake managed to secure an empty interview room for us.
まあかけてくれよ。
Yes, excuse me. Damn, we're talking about this in we're talking about this in a
こうやっ
whole
てあい
ass
つの
interview
話を
room.
することに
Okay.
なるとはな。榎本、あいつ面白いやつだろ。みなりからして突飛で派手でよ。
He told me that his eye patch is a sign of respect for Date Masamune.
そうそう。警察官だってのに何考えてんだって話だよな。しかしあそこまで行くと笑っちまう。
I did too, actually, but then he got pouty.
変わってねえな、あいつは。奇想の一員だってのに、いい意味でバカで。放っておいても一人で騒ぐし、そのくせ変なとこで気遣いだったりしてよ。
Once his mind is set on something, he just can't leave it be.
そうなんだよ。考えるより先に行動しちまう典型的なタイプだな。
Satake's eyes seemed very kind as he spoke about Enomoto, like those of a father boasting about his son. Maybe while Enomoto was in field ops, they were close enough to feel like a family. I recalled the bright and cozy atmosphere when I visited field ops.
俺から見ても、あいつはいい警察官だった。誰よりも正義に燃えて、どんな小さなことも見過ごさないよう常に心がけてて、誇りを持ってこの仕事をしてたんだ。それがあだになった。
Oh. We were both investigating the X-Day cases from April and May, but I've never seen Enomoto put any serious effort into it. Ooh. It'd been bothering me, but I didn't know if I should mention it. Megasaurus into Galactricon. That sounds fucking cool as shit. What happened to Enomoto? I yearn to find out, but I hope... Maybe I could help, but we were only temporary partners.
さっき榎本が捜査に乗り気じゃねえって言ってたよな。
It didn't? You make it sound like it happened while he was in the police? But it clashed with what I heard about Enomoto while he was an officer.
あいつの気持ちを思えば、その理由もわからなくはないんだけどな。
Huh?
榎本はこの事件に関わるのが怖えんだよ。
だんまりかよ。お前何のためにここにいるわけ？起訴をやめたのも事件を追うためだろ。だったらそのために動いてみせろよ。
When that happened, he looked like he was weighed down by some burden. Enomoto seems like someone who would have pursued the truth once. Is there some tragic event in his past that changed him somehow, so he's unable to do so anymore?
ああ。榎本にはこれぞ正義のあり方だと目標にしてた憧れてたやつがいたんだ。名前は藤井優太。
Oh? Yuta Fuji? I gulped when I heard the familiar name. The only confirmed death in the May killings that were broadcast.
そうだ。藤井も明るいやつでな。後輩思いで正義感の強い男だった。そんな藤井を榎本も慕っていてな。傍から見たら二人は兄弟みてえに見えたもんだ。
Oh.
ミネオ、
お、藤井先輩、おはようございます。
お前また窃盗犯捕まえたんだって。やるじゃねえか。さすがうちのホープ様だな。
何言っちゃってんですか。おだてると調子乗りますよ。
いやマジでお前が現場に遭遇する頻度といったらさ、やっぱ勘がいいんだよミネオは。
そんなたまたまっすよ。ほんと偶然見回り中に出くわして。
忘れたのか？その偶然が大事だって。
あ、そうっすよね。
お前にとってはただの偶然でも被害者にとっちゃ人生に関わるからな。
はい、先輩がいつも言ってるそれちゃんと忘れてません。
おお、偉い偉い。こうやってどんどん功績上げてミネオもいつか俺を飛び越していくのかね。
え、俺が藤井先輩を
Oh
それはないな
no!
い。
This makes me so
わ
sad.
かんねえぞ。お前が巣立つ日を思うとほんのちょっとだけ1ミリくらいは寂しい気持ちになるな。
それしか寂しくないんですか？もっと寂しがってくださいよ。ていうか俺が追っかけるのはずっと先輩の背中ですから。
Oh.
今日の窃盗犯捕まえられたのだって先輩のおかげなんですよ。
え
Oh, fuck. God damn it. I'm sad now.
先輩、常日頃から周囲に目を配れ、些細な違和感も見過ごすなって言ってくれてたじゃないですか。俺に偶然を与えてくれたのは先輩なんです。だから俺だけの手柄じゃないっす。
で、今日は何をおごってほしいんだ？
ステーキでっておごってほしいから言ったわけじゃないっすよ。
あ、でも俺の手柄でもあるんだったらお前のおごりでもいいわけだよな。
え？
よーし、今日はステーキか。
そりゃないっすよ先輩。
Oh. He was killed by Adonis. And it was definitely not it definitely wasn't an indiscriminate murder. He had been declared as one of the 4 criminal police officers and judged accordingly. Enomoto looked up to Fuji because he believed in his righteousness. But from the public's point of view, Fuji certainly looked like a bad man. I could not imagine how shocked Enomoto felt. He had lost a man who was a moral compass.
4月の動画の解析が終わってねえ段階から榎本は拉致された一人が藤井だと断言してた。
藤井先輩ですよ。間違いない。俺が先輩を見間違えるなんてありえない。絶対それだけはない。
Oh.
佐竹さん、いたずらだとかのんきなこと言ってる場合じゃないですよ。今すぐ上に掛け合ってください。じゃなきゃ先輩が。
だが上層部はすぐに動かなかった。
Oh.
当時はまだアドニスって名も出てねえし、証拠はネットに流れた作りの荒い動画のみ。たちの悪いいたずらって可能性もあったからな。それから藤井を含む新宿内の警察官と連絡が取れないことが分かって、ようやく本格的な捜査が始まったが、
Bro.
初動捜査が遅れたのは致命的なミスだった。進展のないまま5月になって、
When the officers were executed on video.
ああ、もちろん身内が殺されて警察だって黙っちゃいねえ。皮肉なことにあれが流れたからこそ警察全体が捜査の方針を固めたからな。殺害現場を特定し犯人を捕らえる。そのために俺も榎本も必死だったよ。
I've heard a little bit about the discovery of the body, but not much else. There were only bloodstains from the other officers aside from Fuji.
それを見つけたのは榎本だ。映像解析も難航してる段階でひたすら自分の足であらゆる場所を回ってた。寝食を忘れて魂ごと削るような
No!
勇気が乗り移ったみてえな気迫だ
I
った。
appreciate the compliment, Tailgater.
本当にアドニスの仕業なら正直手遅れだろうって署内でささやかれても、あいつだけは一人諦めなかったんだ。当時のことは忘れられねえ。殺害の動画が流されたから5日後、生々しい血の匂いが充満する部屋の中で榎本は死人みてえな
No.
面をしてた。
What the fuck? What the fuck? No, you're never a bother. You're never a bother. What the fuck?
榎本、
出たよ。なんて。
気持ちはわかるが、現場保存だ。榎本、できるな。
What the fuck?
榎本、
嘘だろ。
Yes. What? Yes, you can give me a hug. What the fuck is this?
嘘だ。認めね
Not my poor boy. Not my boy.
え。許さねえ。
それからの榎本は犯人に対する憎悪に突き動かされてるみてえだった。あのおちゃらけた明るいバカが嘘みてえになりを潜めちまってな。俺や機捜の連中の言葉も聞き入れず捜査にのめり込んでたんだが、7月も目前って時に辞表を出しやがった。
Protect my boy. We really need to protect my boy. During the middle of the investigation?
兆候が全くなかったわけじゃねえ。藤井殺害の背景を調べていくうちに少しずつあいつは変わっていった。どういうわけか、あれだけ強烈だった熱意や怒りが消えちまってな。藤井の仇を取るんじゃなかったのかって聞いたら、あいつは無理して笑ってこう言ったんだ。
何言ってんですか、佐竹さん。俺は諦めたわけじゃないですよ。諦めるわけないじゃないですか。
そしてあいつは警察を辞めた。
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Enomoto acted like the police's mood maker, but I never guessed his past was like this. After all, he laughed all the time.
事件当時のことで俺が語れるのはこれくらいだな。
His backstory! What the hell?
あの事件を紐解きたいってんなら榎本の存在を抜きには語れねえ。あいつは格好をつけたがるからな。なかなか話そうとしねえだろうが、あいつの本音を引き出すために今の話を切り出すなら俺のせいにしとけ。なんで知ってんのか警戒されるだろうからな。
No, I'm the one who asked you for all this information.
気にすることはない。
Forget about it.
話好きなんだ。
He's finally admitting that he's old. Look, everything about this man is old. The way he talks, the way, like his accent, the way he talks, like he's so fucking old, and now he's acting like a dad. God damn it.
俺は直接手を貸してやれねえが、榎本はまだあの事件に対する思いが残ってるはずなんだ。
It gets worse. Oh boy.
こんなことを言うのは筋違いかもしれねえ。だが、それでも言わせてくれ。お嬢ちゃん、榎本を頼む。
Satake bowed to me. Enomoto doesn't trust people anymore because of Fuji's death. It hurts to be betrayed by someone you trust. So maybe he thought he was better off not placing his trust in anyone. But that's just too sad. I haven't been very helpful yet, and he hasn't acknowledged me, but I'll show Enomoto that I can be a partner that has his back. I declared my determination, and Satake stared at me, taken aback, then.
うまくいきゃなかなかの名コンビになりそうだ。お嬢ちゃんが榎本とつながってると聞いて、こいつはひょっとしたら話してよかった。 お嬢ちゃんなら自分の殻に閉じこもってる榎本をどうにかしてくれそうだ。
Satake handed me a note with his contact information written on it.
気になることや、あとは榎本に急を添えてほしいときは連絡してくれ。俺がガツンとげんこつかましてやっからよ。
God, the way he speaks. He speaks like my fucking uncle. He speaks like my uncle and the and the old men who go to my grandma's bar. Literally, I've said this before, but he speaks like an old fucking geezer. He speaks like a geezer. Okay. That was tense, but I'm glad that I was able to get Satake to talk. I've finally taken a step forward, discovering the truth. Yay! December 9th, 6 p.m. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. I bowed to Satake and watched him leave. I quickly wrapped up all my SRCPO work and went to gather information at an abandoned building where Fuji's body was found. However, it's been over 6 months since the murder, and attacks were now happening all over Shinjuku. It made sense that I didn't learn anything with which other investigations haven't already uncovered. But this is all I can do right now. I contemplated whether speaking to Enomoto would be helpful. That's how I ended up doing this research. Enomoto might not want to go and check out the scene himself, so I have to gather that intel here. In any case, I had to act. Then someone called my name.
Hoshino.
Eh? Oh shit! It's Yanagi! It's Yanagi! It's my boy! It's my man! Ah, thank you for your hard work. You can't drag him here, he's ready to face it. What if I drag him here anyway? I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to him. Hey, yo! Leave Yanagi alone, he's hot.
ここにいるということは
Yep, I'm gathering information on the cases. What about you?
俺は別の現場を見てきたところだ。榎本は一緒じゃないんだな。
Not a lot of foot traffic comes through this area. I don't say that about everyone. I'll be fine on my own.
聞き込みの人では大いに越したことはないだろう。連絡しにくいなら俺が
Please don't call him. He looks shocked, like, oh? Oh? I didn't mean to raise my voice and I quickly looked down. Hey, I don't want to hear that from you. He is hot. I don't know what you're Yes, I'm sure about that.
まるであいつをここに来させたくないみたいだな。その様子だとお前の担当してる事件に榎本が関係してることを知ったんじゃ
You know exactly what I mean. Insanity. You know exactly what I mean. I hung my head. He seemed right. I hung my head. He had seen right through me, just like Satake had. Am I that easy to read?
まあ、そうだな。榎本ほどではないが。
Damn. Yeah, you do know what I mean. Yeah, I'm checking out. I'm clocking Insanity right now. I'm clocking her. That doesn't make me feel better. He laughed. He laughed at me. That was a slight surprise. Jesus Christ. That was a slight surprise. I had never really seen Yanagi laugh before. As you know, I heard about Enomoto from Detective Satake.
そうか。佐竹さんは榎本のことをかなり気にしてい
Shush!
たから
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Shush! Shut up, Insanity! I'm schizophrenic, apparently. A little while ago, Sasuke scolded Enomoto for not investigating the cases. It's been nagging at me since then, but I never imagined he had that kind of past. I'm Enomoto's partner. I have to help him when he's suffering. Yanagi?
ああ、いや。 榎本のパートナーになったのがお前でよかったと思ってな。
I don't like the way you looked right there for a moment. I don't have bad taste in men. If anything, I have the best taste in men. Thank you very much.
佐竹さんはあいつが警察を辞めてからのことは話したか？
No, he didn't.
お前がパートナーである榎本のことを知りたいなら話しておきたいことがある。
Yanagi looked straight into my eyes. It felt like he was sizing up my conviction to know the truth. Leave me alone. I have good taste. I have good taste. They're just all depressed. Please
分
tell
か
me.
った。立ち話もなんだからな。
Understood. Damn, we go to the crime scene only to go back to the office without investigating the crime scene. Enomoto wasn't at the office and Sasasuke was working on something on his own seat.
飲み物を入れてくる。座って待っててくれ。
Chozo. Okay. I sat down on the sofa, thinking about Enomoto. Oh, and March. Though that's not nearly as bad. What happened after he quit the police, huh? Satake had said that Enomoto quit the police when his passion for investigation faded. But he still had strong feelings about the murders.
待たせたな。
Yanagi set a cup of hot cocoa down on the table and sat across from me.
俺も捜査一課にいた頃、佐竹さんには世話になっていたんだ。と言っても、警察を辞めてからは会うこともなかったんだが、9月中旬に電話がかかってきてな。どうやって嗅ぎつけたのか。俺が X テイ事件を単独捜査していると聞いて、頼みがあると言われたんだ。
A favor? You mean?
ああ、ある男の面倒を見てやってほしい。あいつは必ず役に立つと言われた。それで迎え入れたのが榎本だ。
役に立つどころか今じゃお荷物になってるけどな。
Shut the fuck up, Sasuke! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Leave my boy alone. Sasuke interrupted with a characteristically ruthless critique of Enomoto.
俺と榎本はもともと警察在職時代から交流があってな。知らないやつでもないし、やる気があるならと引き受けたんだが、榎本は確かに事件に踏み込めないでいる。ただ、完全に逃げているわけでもないんだ。未練があるからこそ、まだここにいる。そうでなければ、俺の誘いを断っていたはずだ。
I thought I would pursue the cases on my own now that I knew Enomoto's past. But once I heard the whole story, I began to doubt my decision to avoid reopening old wounds. Even if it pained him, a part of Enomoto still wanted to face the truth. As his partner, what could I do?
星野、お前にできることが何かを模索するのも大事だが、お前がどうしたいのかもきっと同じように大切だと思う。お前と榎本はパートナーだからな。
What I want to do? What do I want to do? Yanagi and Sasuke both left the office to investigate something, leaving me by myself. What should I do? Satake said that Enomoto was afraid of becoming involved with the murders, but so was I. Even though I decided to join the investigation, the fear of death hounds me even now. A mistake or slip of the tongue could get me killed. I don't want to die. There were still many things that I wanted to try. I didn't want my life to end here. What's the difference between Enomoto and I? I was new to the police. I didn't really excel at anything, and I didn't have any achievements to be particularly proud of. Same girl, same. I was facing Adonis, a terrorist organization, but still. I'll stand up to them. I don't want to give up. No matter how desperate the situation was, giving up would mean the end. As long as I struggled, I could still do this. It was still more helpful than resignation was. Enomoto is here because he didn't want to give up either. How tall is she? How tall is she? How tall is 61 centimeters. Two. 63 inches. So 5'3". No, I'm 4'11". Leave me alone. We're not that different. Oh, I was suddenly thinking, the door suddenly opened.
夜は冷え込むなーっと。けど、も
I'm
やしが
not
半
toy.
額で買えたのは
I'm
得
not
したぜ。
toy. Leave me alone.
柳先輩、これで今日のラーメンはもやし祭り。星野、なんでここにいんだよ。お前の分のラーメンはねえぞ。
I figured. That's fine. I didn't come here to have any ramen. Wait, so while we were talking about him this whole time, he...
なんだよ、怖い顔して。今夜は、峰夫様特製のラーメンを柳先輩につか、誰もいねえのか。
If you mean Yanagi and Sasasuka, they went out on an investigation a bit ago.
え、
Hi,
マジかよ。
Jamin!
せっかくこんなにもやし買ってきたのに。
I didn't really understand why, but Enomoto looked depressed as he clutched the supermarket bag. He seemed like a cheerful person before, but now... This is just depressing, man! I couldn't help but feel that there was something still burning in his heart.
まあいいや、冷蔵庫に入れとこう。
Actually, today I talked to Detective Satake and Yanagi about you. Oop. Enomoto stopped in his tracks and clumsily turned around. Oh shit! New view! It wasn't like I was trying to pry into your past. I had Sakuragawa introduce me to someone who was familiar with the April and May murders. And that led me to Satake. Even if it was inevitable, he could be angry at me for snooping into his private affairs. If I handled this poorly, he could reject me even more than he was before.
そっか。まあ、佐竹さんじゃ仕方ねえな。
Eh?
当時のこと聞くなら佐竹さんが適任だし、桜川さんの紹介なら当然そこに行くよな。お前があの事件を追うってなったら、いつか俺との関わりも知るだろうと思ってたし。
Really?
どこまで聞いたんだ？でも、あの人のことだから話すなら全部か。
I don't know if I learned everything. I heard your relationship to the victim, Fuji, and the way you behaved.
余計なことまで喋ってそうだな。
He's awfully calm.
聞いたんならわかるだろ。俺は逃げてんだよ。
No, that was wrong. No, you're wrong! Enomoto's usually stout-hearted demeanor was now hidden under a self-depreciating smile.
先輩がアドニスに捕まって、裏でやってたことがバラされて、その挙句に殺されて。
Well, thank you for the head pats!
最初はさ、先輩の無実を証明するっつって、俺なりに必死で頑張ったんだぜ。あの人が不祥事だの、裏で悪事だの。絶対そんなことするわけねえって。なんかの間違いだって。けど、調べれば調べるほど、先輩の罪が事実で揺るがねえってことを
Oh,
突きつけられるだけだった。
Enomoto.
藤井先輩はさ、すっげえかっこよくて、誰よりも熱くて、自分の正義を持ってる人で、俺の正義そのものだったんだ。
In that voice, longing for the past, I could hear indescribable regret.
でも先輩は悪として殺された。
Enomoto whispered in an emotionless voice.
俺は先輩を殺したやつを絶対許さねえ。その気持ちだけは変わらねえんだ。
Oh.
正義はどこにあるのかわかんなくなっちまった。
Enomoto looked lost. He cast his eyes downward. To Enomoto, justice was something he had created for himself to uphold, and now it was the source of his pain. Justice. Shining justice. I don't mind if you take advantage of me, not if it helps us protect the citizenry of Shinjuku. That's my idea of justice.
そっか、それがお前の正義なんだな。
Oh. What the fuck? Come on. Damn. Perhaps he had looked so depressed back then because of his fixation on the idea of justice.
つうことで納得しただろ。
Huh? When I looked back up at Enomoto, he was rummaging around in the refrigerator. He closed the door. His voice was cheery, but he wore a pained smile.
俺と一緒に捜査したいなんて思っても時間の無駄だって話。俺に期待するだけ無駄。お前にいろいろ偉そうなこと言ったけどよ。悪かったな。結局こんなんで。
Wait, what do you...
柳先輩に相談すりゃ力貸してくれるだろう。他の事件を追うことにしてもいいわけだしな。
Enomoto, listen to me.
だからもう俺のことはほっとけ。
Enomoto finished in a low voice and left the room with an air of finality. I couldn't say anything to stop him. What the fuck? Come on, Bro. It wasn't my intention to put him through such pain. Even if it was too much for him to bear alone, couldn't he accept my support and we shared a burden together? No! I don't want to let him go! But, like, what a... Bro needs a therapist, not a girlfriend. Damn. I come here to offer that option. To me, Enomoto is... Of all the people in the office, he seemed somehow like the one I could talk most as an equal. The back that had carried me to the office and up the stairs had felt large and reliable. At this rate, nothing will change. Enomoto had been betrayed by someone he trusted, and they would never meet again. He was still wallowing in despair. The important question is, what can I do? Oh fuck! I didn't mean to. Fuck. BRB, gonna end myself. God damn it. I'm a dumbass. Yes, chat, you can yell at me. Yell at me now. Please yell at me. It'll make me feel better by me being stupid by yelling at me. We're gonna skip through this. Doo doo. No, we yell at you when we. Damn it! Fuck. Pain again. Murder. Pain. Fuji senpai. We go to the crime scene that we never investigated this chapter. I I can say whatever I want, bro. I can say whatever I want. We're almost there. We're almost back. Quick saving. Chase after him. I have to follow him. I stood up and ran out of the office. It hadn't been that long since Enomoto had left the office, but I couldn't see him anywhere. I quickly took out my phone and tried to call him. He's not answering. Answer your phone, Enomoto! I made up my mind, but that wouldn't mean anything if he was gone. I have to find him. I focused on looking at the shops and places he was likely to kill time at, but he's nowhere to be found at this rate. We're calling the cavalry! I felt guilty for interrupting him, but I called Yanagi, who was likely to know where Enomoto went. I'm sorry, but Enomoto left the office. Please tell me if you know where he might have gone to. That park. Can you be more specific? There are a lot of parks in Tokyo. In Shinjuku. A park?
事務所から新宿署に向かう途中にある公園だ。榎本はたまにふらりと出かけてはあそこでぼんやりしているからな。
Thank you. I'll check there. I hung up the phone and started running. As I neared the park, I saw a familiar figure shaped from behind. Enomoto! Yay! We did it! We did! Fuck you for going somewhere. You don't get to leave, not until I tell you that you're allowed to. God damn it.
悪いけど、俺には話すことねえから。
Enomoto curtly dismissed my line of conversation and turned away.
こんな夜に女一人じゃ危ないぜ。送ってやれねえけど、気をつけろよ。
Fuck you! Again, and again, and again. Enomoto refused to face his problems and turned away. He did this time too. Please wait. Oh shit. I ran after Enomoto and grabbed his arm so he wouldn't escape.
おい、話せよ。
This is the closest Enomoto has been to a woman since he carried us back to the office. No, if I do, you'll just turn your back on me again, won't you?
だったらなんだってんだよ。お前には関係ねえだろ。
It's absolutely my business. I'm your partner, aren't I?
あんなんその場のノリで言っただけだ。お前がしつけえから乗ってやっただけ。
I'm sorry to burst your bubble milk, but he gets no bitches. I love him, but he gets no bitches. Never mind the details. I'm your partner now, so I can't just abandon you.
なんだそりゃ。同情だか偽善だか知らねえが、お優しい警察官様だな。
I know that I may not be able to completely empathize with your pain. But when you're feeling unsure or afraid, I can be by your side, backing you up. I will never ever betray you.
バカじゃねえの。そんな言葉、信用できるか?
Enomoto tried to suddenly pull his arm free of my grasp, but I expected it and stubbornly held on. Let's go, girl! Use all your strength! Go off, queen! No one can be expected to live while everyone knows all their secrets. That's why people lie. Maybe their greed gets the better of them. But I don't want you to decide that you can't trust anyone at all ever again.
なんでだよ。どうしてお前そこまでするんだ?
Cause she's stubborn and she cares.
俺なんていなくても構わないだろ。他に協力的な奴はたくさんいる。
But she's already decided that it's gonna be you, and and she's stubborn, like I said. You are my partner. You are my partner, Enomoto.
いい加減にしろよ。
How about you get a grip?
犯人と繋がってるかもしれねえお前をパートナーとは認めねえ。
You're lying. You're not avoiding me because you're suspicious of me.
なんだそれ。俺はお前がアドニスと繋がってんなら絶対許さねえって本気で思ってるぜ。
That part may be true, but you actually want to believe that I'm innocent, don't you?
だからどんな根拠で言って。
It's not that you don't believe me. You're just afraid of being betrayed by someone you trust. I will never betray you. Even if it takes time, I will prove to you that I have nothing to do with those criminals.
証明？どうやって？口先だけならいくらだって言えるだろ。
I know, but I don't want to give up. I don't want to run from this fight. For the form of justice that I uphold, I won't give up on you.
バカみてえに一直線で。一度こうと決めたらテコでも動かねえ。
Yeah, well, you're the same way. Fuck you.
昔、佐竹さんにそう言われてた。それがお前の長所だって。なんか、鏡見てるみたいだ。昔の俺って、余計なこと考えないで、ただ前だけをまっすぐ見てさ、どんなことにも。全力だった。
Enomoto.
でっけえ声で呼び止めて近所迷惑だっつの。
I want to give him a hug too. He's such a sweet guy. He doesn't deserve this drama. I'm sorry that I couldn't help it given the circumstances.
必死になって息せき切って突進してきたと思ったら腕離さねえし、お前ってほんとバカ。
Says you.
けど
What?
追いかけてきてくれたのは嬉しかった。ありがとな。
Aww. With that, Enomoto smoothly disengaged his arm from my hand. I quietly watched him walk away. As he left, he smiled sadly as if recalling something from the past. Did any of my feelings make it through to Enomoto? If I could help him claw his way out of the depths of his despair, I would keep extending my hand to him no matter how many times he brushed me off. I had renewed my determination. Yay! Depression hours!
ずっと下げてきたってのに、なんでこんなとこ来てんだ。
Because secretly you yearn for the police. You yearn to trust people again. You want it. You want it so bad.
これも星野がああだこうだ言うからだ。あいつに関わってからろくなことがね。守りたい正義か。俺もあんな風に燃えてたっけ。だが
Oh. Hey, yo! It's Geezer! It's Mr. Geezer! Let's go! Punch him in the face for being fucking stupid. I'm late. I wonder if Kazuki ate dinner. As I worried about Kazuki, I saw him talking to an unfamiliar man when I arrived at my house.
それじゃあ明日スタジオで。楽しみにしてる。
Where have I seen that man before? In any case, it wasn't appropriate for him to be hanging around a high school student this late. It'll be too late once something happens. I'll have to nip this in the bud now. Excuse me. A what? A tenink? Me? Is that thing me?
誰？ああ、こいつはですね。
I'm Kazuki's sister, Mary Hoshino. I introduced myself as Kazuki didn't seem like he was willing to. The strange man slapped his fist into his palm as if he suddenly made a mental connection.
そういえばアキトが和樹にはお姉さんがいるって言ってたっけ
I wanna know the crazy thing. While I'm looking at the menu from Passarella. I gotta look at the menu for. Because apparently we're ordering dinner, which doesn't seem that off considering it. I'm kind of tempted to order wings, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of spoilers, you avoided what the crazy is. I know I avoided one crazy thing, because one time I got an ending where I literally got shot in an alley. And that was fun. That was fun. Gotta love the emo aesthetic. Honestly, he looks really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. He does look cool as fuck. So he knows Akito too. But that doesn't make me feel better. This guy's even got lip piercings. Okay, Miss Traditional. Okay.
はじめまして。一色康弘です。和樹くんと一緒にバンドしてます。
Nah, he looks like it just looks like a top. It's just a top. Oh, Mr. Ishiki? Akito had mentioned his name. He had been mistakenly arrested in the past. I never imagined I'd be bumping into him like this. So if you didn't chase after Enomoto, you hit the scene of Enomoto running off, just cuts back to you and your text from his phone from Adonis scolding you for not doing anything. Wait, what?! Hold on. If I knew Enomoto's past and did nothing, then it would leave a bad taste in my mouth forever. But I didn't want to do anything that would make his pain worse. I should stay here for now. I didn't know if he read it, but I thought I should at least send him a message. Please trust me. I sent the message along with my heartfelt feelings. Please trust me. Please trust me. Please. Oh, yes we do. We need pain.
ここはずっと下げてきたってのに
Because I want to suffer.
これも星野がああだこうだ言うからだ。守りたい正義か。俺もあんな風に燃えてたっけ。だが
I checked my phone countless times after I went home, but Enomoto never replied. No. We're doing this. I've already committed, guys. I've already committed. Maybe I shouldn't have let go of him and followed him. You should have, girl, but we're gonna reload. At this rate, we'll be walking on parallel paths forever. I thought it might be a message from Inamoto. You averted your eyes from the truth when you should have pursued the malice that lay ahead. What is the meaning in escape? To help you understand this, we have rendered judgment on him. Fuck! God damn it! Fine. Give me a second. We're going through a stuff with the voice. What is this? Judgment? What did this mean? The sender of this message said Inamoto, but the message didn't seem like there's a language attached. Oh well. My heart pounded in my ears. Did Inamoto set this as a prank? It had to be a prank. I tried to calm myself down, but I couldn't quite the sinking feeling. Hands trembling, I opened the image on file. No! The grotesque rainbow had been drawn over Inamoto's nearly unrecognizable body. The image displayed the Roman numeral 1. And no Inamoto will... Go ahead, Tokita. I don't have a choice. Oh, what this my punishment for hesitating too much? Was this his punishment for being trapped by his past? My heart was painted pitch black by the knowledge that I led to a life being taken. Cry about it. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Like I killed Inamoto? We're going back. We're going back. To think that Kazuki would actually know someone famous enough to be on TV. I couldn't tell from a distance, but now that I was up close, he was definitely the guy from TV. I believe he was introduced as the vocalist from the Visual K band.
おい、見せ物じゃねえんだからな。あんま一色さんのことジロジロ見るなよ。
I'm sorry. I just
見られるのも仕事のうち。だから大丈夫。
His appearance was flamboyant, but Ishii seemed to be a composed young man in person. So you're in a band, Kazuki? You could have just told me.
はあ？なんでいちいちお前に言わなきゃいけないわけ？興味ねえくせに。
That's not.
こんな時だけ姉貴面すんな。迷惑なんだよ。
Kazuki was being unusually harsh. I couldn't think of anything to say to him when.
和樹のお姉さん。
Yes?
今度聞きに来て。和樹の。
Ishii smiled. She seemed to alleviate the tension in the situation. Yeah, but it's more fun that I speak uwu when everything is uwu. You only have to stick with me for 7 more ways. Yeah, I'd like to see that sometime. Kazuki's eyes widened in surprise, but he immediately turned away again. Every time Kazuki goes out at night, he takes his guitar with him. I thought he was having fun, but he was actually practicing in his band. That a professional was praising him was proof that Kazuki had been working hard. Mr. Ishii, please take good care of Kazuki.
こちらこそお願いします。
Iki returned my sentiments, bowed politely, and left. He feels very mysterious.
歌うと変わる。
After that one comment in passing, Kazuki quickly went inside. Hey, don't leave me behind when I'm in the middle of a conversation. I rushed after him. On the way in, I asked Kazuki if he was hungry, and he nodded quietly nodded. Thinking that he'd like something hot, I made him pot au feu. Kazuki ate in total silence without uttering a word. But now you have to shuffle. Now you're gonna shuffle the consequences. 10 minutes. 10 minutes you will. Our meals usually went this way, but now I knew about his band. I wanted to talk about that today at least. Hey Kazuki, what kind of music do you play with Mr. Ishiki? He's a visual kei performer, so are you in a similar style? Oh wait, how old is he anyway? He's definitely a high school age. He couldn't attend school with that hairdo. When I rapidly ask all the questions I have,
うるせえな。どうでもいいだろ。
You don't have to talk to me like that. Spirited, I recalled what Kazuki had complained about to me before. You don't care what I do. You just tell me I'm too loud. From Kazuki's point of view, I've been an obstacle in pursuit of his music. Of course, I never intended to be a thing. I wanted to support him in however I could. Kazuki continued to eat, unaware of what I was thinking. He looked like he wanted to finish and go into his room as quickly as possible. Listen, Kazuki, I never meant to stop you from enjoying or pursuing your music. I only warned you that we were playing guitar because I didn't want you to disturb the neighbors at night. I'm not into music, so I don't know every day that I'm a pro in your skills. Maybe you think that I don't care, but we're family. You know, of course I'd be interested. We want to have an asthma attack, or will? Well, here, water, or will? I handed Kazuki a cup of water as he downed it in one gulp.
急に変なこと言うんじゃねえよ。
Maybe he had cancer all along. Huh? Kazuki made an unpleasant face as he muttered quietly.
興味あるとか、そういうの。お前今まで俺がやってることとか詳しく聞いてきたことねえだろ。お前だけじゃねえ。親父もおふくろもだ。俺が何をやってるか、何をやりたいのか、そんなことを一度だって聞かれたことねえ。
Kazuki didn't blink my eyes, but his voice was gradually rising in volume.
一言目には新宿は物騒だから帰ってこい。二言目には音楽はほどほどにして勉強しろ。三言目、お前は実家を継ぐんだから。
Back in Niigata, our parents wanted to manage a boarding house. You're going to inherit this someday. Dad would also say that to Kazuki.
口うるさい親父から逃げるためにここに来たってのに。
To get away from that phrase shook me. Even though he was not at a rebellious age, I always assumed that Kazuki would take over the family business. But he was talking as if, Kazuki, do?
家業を継ぐ気はない。俺は音楽で食っていきたいから。ごちそうさま。
Kazuki sat down in a muted voice and then quickly retreated to his room. He always left without saying a word, and I realized it was always quite some time before he'd even say much as thanks. Why didn't I get to know Kazuki better earlier? He must have felt so frustrated and alone. Don't pretend to be my big sister, huh? It made sense that he said that. I've been focusing on myself, never bothering to take an interest in Kazuki. No, it's not too late. We can still have a heart to heart. Really? At this hour? I took out my phone. There was an incoming call for Satake. Hey, all little brothers are assholes to their big sisters sometimes. It's just natural. It might be about the murders. I resisted the urge to talk to Kazuki first and answered the phone. Yes, this is Hoshino.
お嬢ちゃん、落ち着いて聞いてくれ。榎本が。
Yeah? What happened to Enomoto?
ほら、 こんなことになるなんざ思ってもなかったんだ。もう榎本はダメかもしれねえ。最後に一目会いに来てやってくれ。
What the fuck? What do you mean?
来ればわかる。場所は歌舞伎町の。
I walked down the rotation and ended the call. And Yomoto, I contained my rampaging emotions with the Kazuki screw. I'm Shawi Kazuki. I got a call from work, so I'm going out. I hurried to the location that Satake had given me. Satake's trained manager had led me to assume that he'd been caught up in something serious. It doesn't look like the way I was expecting. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank fuck. We're done. We're done. We're done with the voice. I looked up for the place indicated on the note. I started to recognize more of my surroundings. Then I saw the pub that Saiki and I frequented. Huh? I was in a panic, but when I first noted the address now I realized it was for the address for the pub. What's going on? I gingerly entered and looked around. When I did, I found Enomoto sprawled out over a low table. Enomoto, pull yourself together! I rushed over to check whether he was alive. Enomoto was certainly alive and no immediate danger, but he was very obviously drunk. Oh boy. What? Where's Satake? Satake was nowhere to be seen in either the tatami room or in the rest of the pub. He has indeed seen better days. I wondered what I should do about the passed out Enomoto.
こちらのお客様のお連れ様からこれを私
I was handed a letter. Oh, thank you. I accepted the letter and opened it. I invited him for a drink when I saw him, so worried, but it went south. I'll let you take care of the rest. You're his partner after all. What do you mean? What do you mean you're leaving him to me? What the fuck? I thought this was some kind of tragedy had struck. But you just gotten too drunk? This is insane. No, this is so cute. What the hell? Enomoto didn't notice me. He smiled contentedly and moaned while lying spread out on the table. I can't just leave him like this. I have to take him back to the office. Can you hear me, Enomoto? We're going back to the office.
Okay.
No, but this is cute. Oh no, he's a mess. Oh, he's just a baby. He's just a drunk baby. I didn't want him dead. I wanted you guys to feel the pain of him dying for making fun of me. He was way too far gone. I just have to ignore him and drag him home. Come on, we're going home, Enomoto. Please try to walk. No, he's so far gone. Enomoto leaned on my shoulder and stand up shakily and tried to go outside. No, he's so cute. The world isn't ending. Come on, we're going home. No, he's so cute. Now he's crying. While supporting the thoroughly intoxicated Enomoto on my shoulder, I called for a taxi. Suffer! I get to say what I want!
メンが
Sure love ramen.
さようなら俺の味噌バター海鮮コーンわかめ豆乳チゲ味
Soy milk?
セルス
I don't know how I feel about that. That's one crazy ramen flavor. The taxi picked us up outside the pub and somehow we made it back to the office. Enomoto, can you walk?
おいこんなん当然だろ余裕で駆け上がっちゃうぞ
Enomoto tilted over and plopped down onto playback. No! He's being so cute! There should be someone in the office. Should I call for them?
大丈夫きっと登れるおい口がうまく回んね
Was Enomoto's current sorry state all because of the alcohol? Enomoto can't hold his drink, huh? Alright, I'll help you get there, so let's try standing up together.
ああ俺天下取るぜ
He wasn't listening. Fine then. Enomoto lost his footing while traversing the stairs, but we finally managed to get into the office. Yanagi and Sasuke still aren't back. Damn.
我が城に到着
Enomoto. No! Fuck! Fuck! I love him! I love him drunk! He's so cute! I only took my eyes off him for a second, but he immediately charged headlong into a wall. You... He seemed fine.
なんかすごく眠い
You can have him. I just like to say he's just adorable. He's adorable. No, I wanted you guys to see the consequences of your actions. I brought him back, but now what was I supposed to do? Maybe if he slept on the sofa. Oh wait, his bedroom area is in the next room, I think. I'll take him there. Enomoto, we're almost there. Just hang on.
俺だって頑張って
No, absolutely not. Yeah, don't curl up at the ball. You're really heavy. I half dragged Enomoto in the nearby bedroom area. Somehow I managed to guide him to his bed. I breathed a huge sigh of relief. Phew. Enomoto, are you feeling better?
ワカメが襲ってくるもう食べれないってこれ以上増えるなよ
He seemed to be having some sort of nightmare, but he's probably fine now. I'll be going home then. It had been nothing significant, but still left me exhausted. I wonder what to do about leaving the door unlocked if I left, but Yanagi would probably be back soon, so maybe there wasn't a real need to worry. Just as I turned and quietly tried to leave so that I wouldn't wake up Enomoto, he suddenly bolted upright in bed. Whoa, you scared me. What's wrong?
なんかあっち
Before he could stop him, Enomoto whipped off his jacket, immediately trying to strip off his shirt. No! No! Not here! Not now! Ah, stop! It's the middle of December. You'll catch a cold.
だってあっち
But you can't go to sleep this lazily dressed without a heater. When you drink alcohol, you'll only feel warm temporarily. You'll feel better if you just lie down, okay? A little? This is a little? He doesn't know where he is! Enomoto's hands fell from the button he was trying to undo and he laid back down. I should probably cover him with a blanket. I approached the bed. Eh? Enomoto's hand suddenly tugged at me, and then all of a sudden... No! 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 What is he, 10? Enomoto? What do you think you're doing? He's a I won't call him a drunkard. But I will call him a lightweight. Hey, wait, don't you fall asleep. I'm not a body pillow. I tried to extract myself from his grasp, but maybe because he was half asleep, he held onto me pretty tightly, and I couldn't escape. Yeah, it's me. I'm still here. Enomoto? If you don't cut this out right now, I'm gonna get angry. Enomoto stirred and looked at me while still hugging me. What? I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. No, 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 he's adorable, what the fuck? This is fucked up. Huh? It took me a moment to understand what he said. I'm gonna fucking, I'm gonna throw my controller. My head grew warm as he continued his day's babbling. I have every right. You're the one who told me that about that ending. What was I supposed to do? See if what you said was true? You expect too much from me. Okay, yeah, time to go home. I made up my mind and tried to squirm even harder than before. Yeah, I know you didn't ask for it, but you pretty much asked for it when Insanity told me about it. So I had no choice but to go back. What's happening? Enomoto is embracing me even tighter now. This was too much even for a joke. I had to tell him more firmly. But then... Sad little whispers. Somehow I knew exactly what he was referring to. His feelings about the murders. His feelings towards the killer. His feelings about his justice. I hadn't heard him express all of his feelings yet. Perhaps they were far more pure than I realized, and that they were way too heavy for him to let go of. Look. I do what I want, okay? I would have had to go back for that ending anyway. He had probably drunk himself into this stupor tonight to free himself from all those heavy feelings. So, maybe I had to accept him for who he was right now. Being used as a body pillow by a man, which is incredibly embarrassing in the meeting. But if it helps Enomoto feel better. Just for now then. Just that I thought that... Enomoto suddenly stirred. Movement brought his face, well, he had positioned right up against my chest, and my heart began pounding rapidly. Enomoto, you're squirming a bit too. I mean, this is quite embarrassing, so... I do what I want anyway! You! I managed to get that out. Hey. Huh? No, never. You say that as if you didn't do that ending either. As if you didn't go back and get that ending too. There's a reason you know about that ending. And it's not because you avoided it. I guess you could say I was deathly curious. That was not the reply I expected. Closely? Closely? So he means I raised a protest, but I wasn't able to wriggle free from his grasp. Enemoto moved slowly, and then I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I got caught by my man. No, I'm gonna throw up. The office window opened. Why the fuck is he coming in through the office window at this time? I left eyes with Okazaki in the window.
ごめん。お邪魔しちゃったね。
I'm gonna throw my fucking controller. No! Damn. Fuck. Is this karma enough for you guys? Is this karma enough for you guys? I screamed inaudibly. But Okazaki sized my situation up and didn't have a particularly strong reaction to it.
二人はそういう関係だったんだね。
I'm gonna throw my controller. He nodded to himself. No, Okazaki, you see.
大丈夫。俺さ、口硬いからね。豆腐の角並みに硬い。
It's not sealed very tight at all. And also, please explain to Okazaki this is all a misunderstanding. We're not.
どかすの手伝おうか
No, please. Okazaki graciously helped me out of my humiliating bind. And Walto must have been a heavy sleeper because he never woke up. That must was exhausting. I wanted all those heartbeats back. Thinking that, I went home. December 10th, 1 a.m. Ooh.
練習頑張ってね。
次のカウントダウンが近づいていますが、準備はできていますか?
An artificial hated voice that grated on my ears. I hated secrets, so that's why I hated this fake voice. But I had to obey this person. The restraint around my neck killed my emotions.
その日大事な用があるの。夜でもいい？日付が変わる前に必ず。
当日に実行さえしていただければ構いません。
よかった。ヒロ君の復活ライブだけは外せないもん。
ああ、彼ですか。青春を謳歌するのは結構ですが、執行者としての断罪はお忘れなきよう。
Shit, we got a crazy girl on our hands.
わかってるよ。ちゃんとやる。記憶消されたくないもん。
I touched my restraint and thought back to that moment. I never experienced anything as fun in my life ever since. It was something that I could only do for the person I loved. That truth filled me up. So I wanted to never forget it.
私ほどヒロ君のことを思ってる子なんてこの世界にはいないよ。これこそ愛のパワー。だから何だってできるの。
My next job had absolutely nothing to do with Hiro, but it would lead to a sparkling future for the both of us.
さっさと終わらせて、ヒロ君とライブの後に愛し合おうっと。
She's crazy! Oh boy! I only wanted to protect my own justice. This violent, malicious world which oppressed the weak was so ridiculous. That's why I chose to act. Justice will never fall to evil. I decided that I would prove it myself with my own body. I believed that I could prove it. Until the day came that we would all be overthrown. Hey, yo! Get it together, man. Get it together. Yay! Chapter 3! December 10th, 7 a.m. Bro. Today I was off for the first time in a while. Normally I take the time off to stretch my wings and relax, but I touched my collar and sighed. Since I haven't made much progress in the case, I can't afford to relax on my day off. No new X-Day crimes have occurred since the fire on the 8th. However, we were inching closer and closer to X-Day. I still haven't heard from Enomoto. The more I thought about it, the worse I felt. No, I can't be depressed the first thing in the morning. I finally have the day off, so I should do things that I can't do normally. One of the things was talking to Kazuki.
家業を継ぐ気はない。俺は音楽で食っていきたいから。
That was the first time Kazuki had truly been sincere in a long time. Hi, Rekka! But I was called away right afterwards, so we hadn't had a chance to continue to discuss it. You're smelly! Fuck you! I had plenty of time today. This is my only chance to talk to him. I gathered myself and went to Kazuki's room. You awake, Kazuki? I waited, but no answer came. He doesn't have school, so maybe he's asleep. I'm coming in. I opened the door and peeked inside. Kazuki was sleeping soundly. I could hear his breathing. He's so cute when he's talking. Hey, yo! I remembered all the times we played together before he becomes so caustic. Damn. Fuck you. If we could make up, I wonder if our relationship will return the way it was. God damn it. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Fuck you. Anyway. If we can make up, I wonder if our relationship will return the way it was. While reminiscing, I directed my attention back towards Kazuki. Oops. Kazuki sleepily blinked a couple times and our eyes met.
何勝手に入ってきてんだよ。
Sorry, I knocked, but you didn't answer, so.
だからって人の寝てるとこ無断で入ってくるとかありえねえだろ。
Fuck you. I said I'm sorry, so hey, I wanted to sit down and talk to you today.
話？んなのどうでもいい。今すぐ出てけ。まだ眠いし。
Wait, I wanted to talk.
知るか。出てけよ。
But
出てけって言ってんだろ。
Fine, I did it. I did all the squats. Look, to be fair, she walked right into this one. It made him mad. I had knocked, but maybe it was a mistake to enter when he didn't answer. But there was no reason for him to get angry with me. I thought I'd finally taken a step closer to my brother, but reality wasn't so kind. Shut up! Shut up! In that case, I'll get ready for breakfast. I headed to the living room then. Huh? Who could be this early? Yes? That voice. Enomoto? How the fuck does he know where we live? I opened the doors and standing at the door, there he was. What's wrong, Enomoto? His eyes are trembling. So, what are you doing at my house?
別にあれだぞ。ストーカー的なあれじゃねえぞ。
God, he's so stupid. I love him.
ちょっとお前に用があったから、住所を白石さんに聞いてたな。
Hey, yo? How does Shiraishi know our address?
そしたら今日、うっかりタイミングよくお前が非番だって言うから。
Calm down. I'm not scolding you. I was curious why Enomoto kept fidgeting, but I also wondered why Shiraishi knew both my home address and my work schedule. What the fuck is he, a stalker? How the fuck he know this shit? fucking weirdo. Yeah, but like, I don't know where my fucking coworkers live. I work at a bakery, and I don't know where my other coworkers live. Like, what the? Why would I know this information? Why would you know the home addresses of your coworkers? Maybe schedule. Maybe he asked someone. Maybe I don't know. But like, what? That's different. That's different. That easily? That easily though. Come on. Yeah, this is shit I'm talking about. It's best not to dwell on it. Would you like to come in?
Yeah. それはダメだ。
Why not?
今日ここに男としてけじめをつけに来たからだ。
Fuck, that's so cute. As he made the decision, Enomoto dropped on both of his knees.
ゆうべはフラチな真似をして悪かった。
I'm gonna throw up. He prostrated himself.
いや、わかってる。こんなもんじゃ許されねえよな。だから一発でも二発でも殴られる覚悟で来たんだ。さあ、人思いにやってくれ。
Yeah, at least he's sorry. Oh. Enomoto raised his head, closed his eyes, and grit his teeth. Wait a minute, why do you want me to hit you?
遠慮すんな。俺は逃げも隠れもしない。煮るなり焼くなり、串刺しにでもしやがれ。
Oh, he's a good guy.
酔ってたからってあんなこと。弁解の余地なんてねえこと。
Hey, yo, a lot of guys can learn from Enomoto. I'm just saying, a lot of guys can learn from Enomoto. Drunk? You're never gonna let me live that down. Look. I was curious. He is a mama's boy. He's so cute. He's just baby. Enomoto was apparently kneeling because he was sorry for drunkenly taking advantage of me last night. That was, well, I know you didn't have any bad intentions.
いや、お前にフラチなことをしたのは事実だ。
But you don't have to kneel. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
構わねえよ。俺はお前に罵られても踏みつけられても文句言えねえんだから。
I won't do that. You've done enough. Please stand up.
いや、そうはいくか。
You came all this way to apologize to me? I accept your apology. It'll just bother me if you stay there, so.
それもそうだな。
He drank too much respect woman juice like to the point it makes him It's so true. I love him. He's so cute. He's so baby. At long last, Enomoto relented and finally stood up. You know what I just thought? Insanity. He is your type. He is your type. I see why he's your favorite. He is your type. He's your type. Insanity. He's your type. I'm gonna put my hair up. But he is your type. And you want to know what type that is? You want to know what type that is? He's baby girl. He's baby girl. He's baby girl. He's baby girl. He's fighting for top spot of your favorite right now because he's baby girl.
あのな、マジで申し訳ねえんだけど、俺記憶が曖昧でさ、お前に抱きついたのもおぼろげで、他になんかやらかしたりしてないか？
Eh? No, he's not my type. He's honestly not my type. Genuinely, he's not my type. I go for the more... You guys have seen my type. It's not Enomoto. He's like a little brother that is actually older than me.
どうせならもっと直接感じたい。
I'm not saying nothing else. He's just your type. No, no. I don't like worse guys. My type is ideal type. I'm sorry. I just have the most perfect type, you know. My type and men are such green flags. It's nothing.
まさか俺口ではとても言えないようなあんなことやそんなことをしたんじゃ
No, you didn't. Can we just stop talking about this? He's so pathetic. I love him. No. Do you really?
土下座や串刺し程度で肩がつく話じゃないのは分かった。
Huh?
かくなる上は責任を取って俺がお前を嫁に
I'm going to fucking everything's fine, really. I'm gonna get angry if you don't knock it off.
待て今の渾身のプロ分かったマリア呼んだ
Throw my phone. I'm gonna throw I need to throw something. Hinomoto pursed his lips and looked timid. I feel bad, but I don't think my heart could take it if he brought it up again. What was that noise? Hinomoto, are you hungry?
少しでも早くお前に謝ろうと思って朝飯食わないで来たから
Bro, he's such a stickler for the strangest things.
ひとまず帰るわ本当悪かったよそれと昨日の俺相当面倒な酔っ払いだっただろなのにわざわざ事務所まで送ってくれてマジでありがとう
Bro, honestly, I would be more surprised if he did drink. Not at all. You carried me to the office before, remember? We're even.
いや俺は男でお前は女なんだからおあいこにはならない
I'm shocked he isn't hungover. He's such a lightweight.
この借りはいつか必ず返す朝っぱらから邪魔したな
I was about to start making breakfast. You haven't eaten, so would you like to have breakfast with us?
気持ちはありがてえけど遠慮しとけ昨日あんな迷惑かけといてどんな面で朝くそ空気読めよ黙れ腹の虫
Bro, Hinomoto punched himself in the stomach, but apparently he put too much force into it. God, he's so fucking stupid. I love him. Now he doubled over, clutching his stomach. Are you okay? Bro. It sure doesn't look like nothing. Breakfast will be ready soon, so please come inside and wait. If you don't, I won't forgive you for yesterday. Come right in. Hinomoto stiffened, so I herded him inside. When I did, he seemed to resign himself and took off his shoes in the entrance. He is just a little silly little guy. Here are the vegetables. Oh, I need to wipe the table. I put down my knife and picked up a dishcloth and turned around. 3.14. 59265358979923846. What is he chanting? 3.14. Are those the digits of pi?
264338395028841971
Yo.
93995105820982097499494 どうした
He's so fucking silly. Why is he like this? Why are you reciting the digits of pi all of a sudden?
それは緊張を和らげるためにだな
He has no riz, but I love him for it.
だってよ女の家に上がるとかその
Hinomoto blushed and fidgeted while nervously looking away. Oh yeah, he has no riz. He gets no bitches.
ああ、それはあれでしょ。あいつ女に免疫ないから 女と1対1で話したり目を合わせたりするだけで胸が苦しくなるらしいよ。
Oh, I recalled what Sakuragawa told me. Though he was here out of remorse for his drunkenness yesterday now. You're adorable, Enomoto.
Huh?
He's... Look at him!
可愛いってなんだよ。俺は可愛くなんかねえし。
He's just a baby!
可愛いって男に使う言葉じゃねえだろ。それ言うならお前の方が。
He really is cute. I just wanted to pinch his cheeks. I can't. He has a hard time talking one-on-one or making eye contact, right? Maybe that was why Enomoto was suddenly acting so withdrawn. I quickly wiped down the table and doing my best not to look at Enomoto. When I went back to bring food over to the table, I stole a glance at Enomoto, who was suddenly calmed down. Enomoto was examining a photograph I had on the bookshelf. I don't mind. This was taken at the entrance ceremony to middle school. Kazuki and my parents were standing next to me in the picture.
真ん中の制服姿のがお前だよ。なんつうかちょっとうつむきがちだし、今と随分雰囲気違くね。
Yeah. Back then I was more negative than I am now.
マイナス。ひょっとして学校で。
No, it wasn't because I was bullied or anything like that. Well, my little brother was talented when he was young, and I was always compared to him. My parents didn't expect anything from me, and it felt demeaning. But when I look back at it now, my parents might have burdened my brother too with too many expectations. That was why Kazuki never told us any of what he really wanted to do. I felt unworthy as an older sister for making him shoulder that burden.
悪い。俺なんかが踏み込んでいい話じゃなかったな。
Oh no. As you can see, I'm not nearly as depressed as I was back then.
確かに。むしろ卑屈とは真逆じゃねえか。普通の女だったら。いや、男でも逃げたくなるような状況で前向いて耐えてる。
I don't know if that sounds like a compliment, Enomoto. You saying I'm shameless?
ちげえよ。褒めてんだよ。ほんとすげえ強いしかっこいいよなって。
Thanks.
でも昔は違ったんだろう。なんか吹っ切れるきっかけでもあったのか。
Oh, are we getting more of my girl's backstory? Yes. Sometime after I entered middle school, I found a lost item and turned it to the police. When I did, the owner of the item was incredibly grateful.
ありがとう。本当にありがとう。あなたに拾ってもらって助かりました。
Aww. No, sir. I only did what anyone else would do.
当たり前のことじゃないよ。恥ずかしい話だが、私はもうとっくにお金だけ抜き取られただろうと諦めてた。でも、このお金がなかったら、私は路頭に迷うところだったんだ。それをあなたが救ってくれたんだよ。どうかその心を忘れないでください。あなたの優しさに助けられた者がここにいることを忘れないで。
Okay. Even I could be a help to someone. I gained confidence in that I could help the powerless. Maybe it was a small deed to anyone else, but that's what made me want to become a cop.
そっか。その志がお前を変えたってわけだ。些細なんかじゃねえよ。俺が警察目指した理由よりよっぽど立派だぜ。
What reason was that?
刑事ドラマ。刑事ドラマ見て憧れたんだよ。それだけ。
Bro.
あ、今ダセって思っただろ。
No, that's so funny. I'm laughing. No, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing because that's so cute. No, I didn't do that. It just felt very much like you.
どういう意味だそれ。やっぱバカにしてんじゃねえか。
He watched a true crime and was like, I can do that. I'm not. It's rather pure. I think a straightforward reason like that is good.
いやどう
Sulking. Enomoto turned away and pounded his hand in sudden recollection.
そういや玄関に男物のスニーカーがあったけどさ、あれって弟のか？
Ah, yeah. I live here with my brother Kazuki.
一緒に住むなんて仲いいんだな。
No, not really.
聞いちゃまずいことだった
He's at a difficult age.
な。もしかして反抗期ってやつ？
Well, yes, he's a senior in high school, but he goes out all the time even though school's out. It's dangerous to be out these days, but he doesn't listen when I tell him to stay home.
高3って遊びたい盛りだしな。でもお前が心配すんのもすげえわかるぜ。俺にも年の離れた妹が一人いるんだけどよ。やっぱ目が届かねえと心配で。
Yeah? You're a big brother, Enomoto? Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I can't imagine this. I can actually no, I can see it. I can see it.
そこまで驚くことなくね。どこからどう見ても頼りになるお兄ちゃんだろ？
Yup. Let's go with that. Yup, that's definitely what I thought he was. It isn't that you don't seem like one.
どっちだ？
So how old's your sister?
今年12歳になった。今小6でよ。これがまためっちゃ可愛いのなんのって。
Enomoto certainly doted on his younger sister, given how bashful he was being.
けど、俺は早くに上京して警察官になったから、なかなか実家に帰る機会なくてさ。もっと小さい時は、俺の顔なんか合わない間に忘れちまうんじゃないかって。気が気じゃなくて。
You really dote on your sister.
そうよ。だから実家にこれでも買って
Get along so well.
しかしうちの妹はな超可愛いからよ。悪い虫がつかねえが心配だぜ。
Enomoto's sincerely worried expression made him look like a father worried about his daughter. No, his sister being way younger. Not that I grew not one that grows up with him, you know. 12 is pretty young. It's a pretty big age gap. Honestly, Enomoto does seem like girl dad. He does seem like a girl dad.
男と女じゃ違うだろうけど、参考までに聞かせてくれ。お前のとこの弟ってどうだ？高校じゃモテたりする？
Based on what I've heard from his friends, it seems like he's popular.
マジかよ。彼女とか連れてきたことは？
Not yet.
けどなんだろう。
He doesn't talk about school, so even if he had someone like that, I doubt he'd tell me about it.
そっか。そういうケースもあるのか。近頃は小学生でも彼氏いたりするらしいし、ひょっとして俺の妹も。ダメだ。早すぎるぞ。
No, he's so silly. He's so silly. Look at. Calm down. No one said that was the case.
そうだな。今度帰った時にそれとなく探り入れてみるわ。
The grilled fish. I ran back to the kitchen in panic and checked on the grill. The surface of the fish was slightly blackened, but I could salvage it.
ああ、大丈夫だったか？
He would. He's so sweet. Yes, just a moment, please. I scraped off enough of the burned bits so it was presentable. Sorry, thanks for waiting. I carried a tray of rice, miso soup, and grilled fish, fried eggs, and vegetable dishes to the table. Ooh, that sounds so good.
すげえ。ザ、日本の朝食フルコースじゃん。
You're good. I'm glad you got some sleep. I hope it's to your liking.
じゃあ早速いただきます。
Enomoto picked up a pair of chopsticks and reached for the miso soup. He raised the bowl to his mouth and took a sip.
これは。
How is it?
うまい。
No. You're right because to me it sounds delicious as well. Really?
マジですっげえうまい。味噌の濃さもちょうどいいし、具が大根とナスってのもいいな。
I'm glad to hear that you like it. I was worried that it wouldn't suit your palate.
いや、合わないどころか、超ど真ん中で俺好み。この後に米なんて
Oh.
日本人はやっぱ米だよな。こっちの鮭は米に合う。やべえ、飯が進むったらないぞ。
Would you like another helping?
なあ、頼む。なんでもねえ。
Okay.
まるで新婚っぽいな。浮かれるんじゃない、榎本峰を。
So cute. I'll bring you another bowl. Just a moment. I picked up Enomoto's empty bowl and stepped away from the table. He's awfully happy. Aw, thank you! Kazuki never told me how he felt about my cooking, so I was happy to hear that some sincere positive impressions of my food. He's eating eagerly, so he must really like it. I scooped up a generous helping of rice and returned to Enomoto.
なんだこの卵焼きは。ふわふわでほのかに甘い。
Oh, he's so cute.
これが女子の作る卵焼きか。柳先輩が作るのもうまいけど一味違う。
Enomoto thoughtfully chewed on each bite of the tamagoyaki. Enomoto, I have your seconds.
あ、
I realized something while I handed the bowl to Enomoto. His eye. Enomoto, there's a gray hair rice on your cheek. Enomoto froze, a bite of food halfway to his mouth. Just stay still. While Enomoto was bewildered, I reached out and removed a grain of rice from his face. No, he's so cute! What the hell? There, got it. Enomoto?
自分で取れたのに。子供じゃねえかし。
He's so cute! Oh, sorry, that was rude of me.
いや、そうじゃなくて。だって今のってさ、恋人にやってほしい100の事柄のうちの一つっていう。あ、違うぞ。本に載ってたんだ。断じて俺がやってほしいことじゃない。ちくしゃ、静まれ俺の心臓。
Oh! Enomoto was being shifty again, but after a while he resumed eating. He seemed to be pointedly avoided eye contact again, however...
食った食った。ごちそうさん。
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
いやー、どれもこれもうまかった。おかげで満腹。
The moment he finished speaking those words, Enomoto suddenly paled.
謝りに来たはずなのに何おかわりまでしてるんだ俺。
I chuckled as I watched him clutch his head in shame. Enomoto, please don't make that face. As a cook, I'm very happy to hear that you enjoyed my food.
本当か?
Yep. Not only did he give me his impressions, he ate it without leaving a single grain of rice. Please come over again if you'd like.
お前、そういうこと言うと。
Yes, I'm being serious.
マジかよ。またこんな贅沢な思いできちゃうのかよ。
Aw. You're flattering me.
いや、本当に贅沢だって。毎日こんな飯が食えるなんて、お前の弟って幸せもんだよな。
Then a door to the living room suddenly opened. Oh, Kazuki.
非番の日に男連れ込むとか、よくやるよな。
Hey.
おい、ちょっと待て。なんか勘違いしてるみてえだけどな。
Enomoto walked over and stood in front of Kazuki.
星野は腹を空かせた俺を見かねて、飯を恵んでくれただけだ。
どこの捨て犬だよ。
Kazuki, don't be rude.
朝からうるさくて、いい迷惑なんだよ。
Don't talk like that.
ああ、俺は事実を言っただけだろ。
But...
星野、待った。
Enomoto gestured in front of me and turned to Kazuki.
うるさかったのは俺が騒いだせいだからな。そのことについては謝る。
Bro, shut up. It's not like he can bring a girl over. This is real. No! Enomoto dipped his head in apology.
謝られても困るんだけど。
いや、悪いもんは悪い。ここは筋を通さねえと。姉ちゃんに当たるのは筋違いだ。
Kazuki's expression abruptly changed and he glared furiously at Enomoto.
あんた、何なんだよ。俺に説教でもするつもり？
そんなんじゃねえけどさ、ちょっと風当たり強すぎねえか？二人っきりの兄弟ならもう少し。
うっざ。もういい。
Kazuki slipped past Enomoto and started for the door. Wait, Kazuki, do you have band practice today?
どうでもいいだろう。こんなとこにいたんじゃ気が休まらねえし。
Yesterday I learned what Kazuki really wanted. I thought that our relationship might be mending. But in reality, things don't go that smoothly, huh? I'll head out then. You can stay home, Kazuki.
はあ?
Please come with me, Enomoto.
お前。
I picked up my coat and tugged on Enomoto's arm.
おい、いいのか?
It's fine. Once Enomoto and I had left the house, I stopped tugging on his arm. I'm sorry you had to see that.
いや、それはいいけどさ。
Damn. Arguments between siblings are tough. God damn.
お前と弟っていつもあんななのか?
Yeah. But I'm responsible for Kazuki becoming that way. So I don't think it can be helped that he acts that way right now.
仕方ない。なんかお前らしくねえな。弟のこと、本当にこのままでいいって思ってるのか?
Of course I didn't. Especially not that I knew Kazuki's true feelings.
その感じじゃ諦めたってわけじゃなさそうだな。
Oh. Enomoto looked up at the sky, a pensive expression on his face.
よし、ちょっと歩こうぜ。
え？
いいからいいから。ほら行くぞ。
Aw, he's worried. Before I could give him a response, Enomoto began walking. Wait for me. I chased after him. In the evenings, I often came to the pubs around here with Saiki. But it felt strange walking here in broad daylight with Enomoto.
不思議なもんだよな。
Yeah. Enomoto gave voice to the very thing I've been thinking. He had a blank expression on his face.
なんだ、どうした?
I was also thinking the same, that it felt kind of strange to be walking with you through this area.
心の中読まれたとでも思ったのか? 白石さんじゃあるまいし、できねえって。
I know, right?
まあでも、すげえ偶然だな。俺も全く同じこと考えてた。聞いたかもしれねえけど、警察辞めてからの俺って無気力でさ、柳先輩がせっかく声かけてくれたのに、全然捜査なんかしねえし、あの事務所に俺はいてもいなくても変わらないんじゃねえかって。
Enomoto looked up at the sky and squinted.
こう、心の中でめちゃめちゃ燃えてた炎が、跡形もなく消えちまったみてえでさ、もう二度と火なんてつかねえだろうし、それならそれでいいかってどっかで思ってた。でも。
Enomoto suddenly stopped and looked at me.
俺がどれだけ逃げても、拒んでも、お前はまっすぐ俺にぶつかってきた。なんでここまでするんだ。いい加減引き下がれよって何度も思ったけど、一歩も引かなくて、正直参った。
Ha! We outstubborned him! We outstubborned him! Let's go! We outstubborned him! No one can be more stubborn than us! Fuck you! I'm sorry, but I really believe that I couldn't abandon you. I don't have the skills or experience, so all I can do is give it my all.
なんつうか、今になって佐竹さんの気持ちが分かった気がする。ぐだぐだ悩んでる俺なんかより、パートナーのお前の方が男らしいなんてな。これじゃ、男の中の男になるとか張り切ってた俺の立場がねえじゃんか。
Oh, you shouldn't say that. Enomoto, did you just call me your partner? He did! He did! Yo, so you've accepted me as your partner?
まあ、新人にしてはなかなかのガッツだったからな。
Oh, yay! We did it! We got him to acknowledge us! He was speaking bluntly, but I could tell Inamoto was was doing so to try to hide his embarrassment.
つうか
Yeah, let's
お前にあそ
go!
こまでさせといて
Progress!
まだ逃げてたらかっこ悪すぎるだろ俺
Inamoto. I've been wondering whether or not my words have gotten through to him. Thank you, Tailgater. It looks like it did.
おい星野
I'm so glad everything that I've been doing up to this point wasn't just in vain. I feel like I'm gonna cry.
はなんで泣く
It's all your fault.
待て待て今までぶつかってきてた強さはどうした
This is a different situation. I always worried that you would never trust me. You always treated me like a pest, ran away, or wouldn't listen to me, no matter what I said.
不安にさせたのは悪かったよつってもこのままなし崩しにパートナーになるのはよくねえよなよしけじめをつけよう
Set it straight?
ああ女のお前が体張ってくれたんだ俺も心意気ってもんを見せなきゃならね
Yeah!
え
I braced myself for whatever was coming. Enomoto nervously opened his mouth and said, It's gonna...
パートナーになってくださいお願いします
I was about to wonder if he was gonna propose again. He stuck out his right hand to me. Is this how Enomoto rectifies things? Actually, I wanted to take his hand right away, but this feels uneven. To join Enomoto, who was originally working these cases, I relentlessly pursued him and even clung to him so he wouldn't shake me off. When I considered how desperate I've been in comparison, I needed to tease him a little.
星野この体勢のまま放置って辛いんだけ
Tease him!
ど
Tease him! Tease him! Tease him! Oh, sorry. Did you want an answer? Say it one more time. Could you say that one more time?
もう一度
That last please didn't feel like it had enough spirit in it. I feel like I've been selling myself short if I shook your hand after that.
言ってくれるじゃないかだがここで引き下がるは武士の名折れ今度はもっと気合い入れていくぜ覚悟しろ星野
Enomoto took a step back, then dropped away. No! 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 No!
星野さん俺とパートナーになってください
Fucking throw my controller. He's so cringe. I love him. Enomoto, wait.
よろしくお願いします
やだあの子かわいい
I'm gonna throw my fucking controller. What the fuck was that?
若いっていいわね
歌舞伎町の真ん中で愛を叫ぶってか
He's proposing in the middle of Kabukicho. He's so desperate. He's so desperate. I suddenly looked around. We had attracted the attention of literally everyone nearby.
星野
Enomoto. Our eyes met and we nodded at each other.
絶対だ
Yes, sir. God, he's so fucking stupid. He's so fucking stupid. He's so fucking stupid. He's so stupid. I put some serious effort into my run enough to keep up with Enomoto, former field op officer. I knew I shouldn't have tried to rub it in like that. I had paid the price for my deeply regrettable decision. I could have thrown my fucking controller. Though I've been humiliated and though it had been humiliating enough to do so in public, I had finally become Enomoto's partner. Honestly, fuck, that was so good. That was so good. When I told Satake, he asked me to stop by field ops.
おお、お嬢ちゃん。非番だってのに呼び出して悪いな。
God, he speaks like an old fucking man. It's alright. I didn't have anything to do anyway.
いや、しかし、あの榎本がお嬢ちゃんをパートナーと認めるとはな。
The return of the Ankh, more like the return of the Gramps. I still don't know exactly what I can do to help him, but if Enomoto has the conviction to face the murder cases, and I want to stand with him. To do that, I need to know more about the circumstances of Fuji's death.
あんたならそう言うと思ってたぜ。だからここに来てもらったんだ。
Return of the still living legend. Satake reached over and picked up a file from his desk.
5月の X デー事件の捜査資料だ。藤井が殺された状況についても載ってる。
I had discussed the murder before and examined the video statements, but this will be my first time getting a real in-depth breakdown of the crime scene. I'd be lying if I said I was a little afraid, but Enomoto had been the one to find Fuji's corpse first. I have to know this if I want to understand Enomoto's pain. Are you sure you should be showing me this?
No.
Aww. I gratefully took the file from Satake and opened it. There was a picture of up-in chairs, fresh bloodstains, and a Roman numeral painted on the wall. The shock made me want to look away, but I pushed through it and examined the photo. The points of interest in the picture are the Roman numeral. A Roman numeral, a hallmark of an X-Day crime, was written on the wall. There was something odd about the Roman numerals and the blood stain on the ground.
ああ、それな。拡大した写真がこれになるんだが。
It was difficult to tell from the earlier image, but the details stood out up close. It looks like it was written in blood.
鑑定の結果、この文字は藤井の血で書かれたものだ。
I couldn't help but react when I heard that piece of information.
4人を拉致したってのに、他の3人の血は使わなかった。このことから、犯人は藤井に対して並々ならぬ恨みを抱いていたことがわかる。
Okay, hear me out. I have a theory. What if Fuji was part of Adonis? And he used his own blood to write the Roman numerals. This Roman numeral was an indicator which serves as a countdown to the X-Day, which should be an important symbol to Adonis. But if the culprit has gone as far as to write in Fuji's blood, this indicates obsession. Curtains. What curtains? They were like see-through. This was taken from the scene was found, correct? There's light coming through through the curtains. But on the video, the area was dimly lit. So was it recorded at night? Also, the atmosphere seems different somehow.
お、鋭いね。現場の特定が困難だったのはお嬢ちゃんも知ってるだろう。
Yeah, that's why they found the body so late.
時間帯の問題じゃなくてな。動画で使用されていたカーテンは色味や材質が違うものだった。それだけじゃない。動画から推測される部屋の広さも実際のここの間取りとは違ってない。
Yeah, like wasn't the original video just like a wide open area?
まあ、特定を遅らせるために 動画自体を加工したんだろうな。
I see. The four captives were bound to these chairs, right?
ああ、椅子についていたのは少量の血痕のみで、遺体を引きずるようなことはしてねえ。つまり藤井を椅子から動かしたのは犯人じゃなく、藤井が自分の足で動いたってわけだ。
I'm calling it. Fuji was part of Adonis. So Fuji was conscious and moving around before he was killed. Fuji was undoubtedly afraid, not knowing when he would die. I can relate to that bit. I felt my collar through my shirt and looked down. I've seen this before. I should look at. Oh. Okay, they're both the same, I guess. Bloodstain. Do the bloodstains on the ground belong to Fuji and the other three captives?
ここの血痕は死ぬほどの量じゃねえが、かなり痛みつけられたのは間違いない。次のページには藤井を発見した時の写真が載ってる。無理してまで見ろとは言わねえが、第一発見者の榎本が見た光景と同じだ。遺体の状態からわかることもあるからな。覚悟があるなら見てみな。
Oh boy. I have to face this no matter how gruesome it is. And I need to know this for Enomoto's sake. I steeled myself, then turned the page. I tried my hardest to keep from crying out when I looked at the photo. This man is Fuji, Enomoto's superior whom he looked up to. I didn't know what to say when I saw the corpse, shot through the chest. Someone he respected was killed in this manner. He was the first to find the body.
藤井は心臓を撃たれて即死だった。動画じゃ着ぐるみの頭をかぶせられて拘束されてたんだが、それらが全て外された状態で藤井は壁に寄りかかるように死んでたんだ。
So you're saying he was able to move around on his own?
犯人からしたら花から藤井を逃がすつもりなんてなかったんだろうな。
They freed him to give him hope before executing him. How cruel. Is there anything else to investigate? Wall. Huh, there's something on this wall.
それじゃ分かりにくいだろう。こっちを見てみな。
More gunshots! So many bullet holes. Damn, what the fuck? These were determined to be from a firearm? The main video showed the captives being shot one by one.
動画ではあえて一人ずつ殺したように見せかけたんだろうさ。しかし実際はそうじゃない。あの動画の時点じゃまだ藤井は死んでなかった。藤井の遺体のそばには複数の銃痕が残された。最後は心臓を撃ち抜かれて即死だったが、それまで犯人はわざと致命傷を与えず、藤井をじわじわ痛めつけながら殺したってことだ。
Jesus Christ.
X デー事件の中ではここまで殺し方に特徴があるのは珍しい。犯人の強い意志を感じるからな。
Many bullet holes. Once I looked through the entire file, the perpetrator's brutality is what stood out to me. Have I tasted how unbearable Enomoto's pain must have been? I felt like I've only scratched the surface. I can't believe that the party responsible has yet to be charged and is still at large somewhere in Shinjuku.
ああ、どれだけ時間が経っても風化させねえ。俺たちは追い続けなきゃならねえんだ。でねえと藤井が浮かばれねえよ。
I think I'm gonna go speak with Enomoto now. Do you know anyone who's held any grudges against Fuji? Did anything stand out to him at the scene of the crime? I think there are still things you can learn from him, since he was close to Fuji and the first to discover the body.
それがいいだろうな。今のあいつならきっと口を閉ざしたりはしない。
Yeah. I nodded and took out my phone. Enomoto probably wants to capture the killer more than anyone else. And now I think I can understand his feelings more than I could before. I wanted to help, not just to remove the collar from my neck, but simply as a part of my obligation as a police officer. What's an auntie donor? I truly felt that. I've never heard of an auntie donor. Does she donate these nuts? Hey, Enomoto's POV!
柳先輩、また現場回ってたんですか？
ああ、8日に起きた焼死事件のだ。一度見ておきたくてな。
それ警察内部じゃもう容疑者絞れてるってタケルが言ってたけど。
おそらく近いうちに逮捕に踏み切るだろうな。
おう？
そっか。柳先輩。その朝は理由も話さずに飛び出したりしてすみませんでした。
気にするな。少し前に岡崎が来ておおよその事情を聞いた。
Okazaki knows all the tea!
聞いたってどこまで？
お前が泥酔して星野を襲おうと。
うわあ、違うすよ柳先輩。確かに酔っ払ってましたけど間違いは犯してないはずです。
Ooh, please do, please do.
わかってる。いくら酔っていてもお前は無責任なことはしないだろう。
柳先輩、そこまで俺のこと信用してくれてるんですね。
Aww, friendship.
岡崎も奥手なお前が酒の力で星野をどうこうできるはずはないと言って。
違う意味で信用されてね。俺だってやるときはやれるんですよ。
それで実際にやっていたらアウトだろう。
You'd actually be thrown in jail if you actually followed through with that.
そういう意味じゃなくて。くそ、岡崎も勝手なこと言いやがって。
岡崎はさておき、お前が血相を変えて飛び出していったのは星野に詫びるためだろう。同じ事件を追うことになってからも連携が取れていなかったようだが。
ああ、そのことなら大丈夫です。俺ちゃんと事件と向き合うって決めました。
He looks surprised, damn.
どんだけ苦しくても俺はもう逃げねえ。目の前の問題から目を背けちゃいけない。だから必ず星野と二人で事件の真相を暴いてみせます。
そうか、ようやくスイッチが入ったんだな。
すみませんでした。柳先輩にはずっと心配かけてただのお荷物になっちまってたのに、ここに置いてくれて追求しないでずっと待っててくれた。本当に感謝してます。かけまくった迷惑や受けた恩は行動で返します。
ああ、俺が知ってる昔のお前の目だ。もう心配する必要はないな。
はい。
お前の実力は佐竹さんの折り紙付きだ。捜査に不慣れな星野の力になってやってくれ。
任せてください。いやー、この俺がパートナーなんて星野は運がいいですよ。俺さえいれば弁慶になぎなた一騎当選。ともかく最強っすから。
Fuck, he's so silly.
自信を取り戻したのはいいが、あまり調子に乗りすぎるなよ。
分かってますって。と、メールだ。すみません。
榎本、どうした？
ああ、いや、星野が事件のことで話し合いたいみたいなんで行ってきます。あ、今日の夕食は約束してたラーメン作りますから楽しみにしてて。そんじゃまた夜。
邪魔と。
んだよ、相変わらず機嫌悪いな。
Fuck you. I hope he stays in a good bad mood.
お前は相変わらずのお天気だな。ラーメンなんか作ってる暇あんの？
だけども悪かったな。俺ずっとうだうだしててさ、見ててイラつくのも当たり前っつ。
頭でも打ったのか。
Ew, ew, he's smiling. Ew, ew.
ちげえよ。
Ew, can he stop making that face? Ew. Thank God.
自分のために事件に向き合う。ちゃんとここで役にも立つ。それ言っとこうと思ってさ。あっそってお前。
俺には関係ねえし、バカ一人がやる気になったからって
目に見える成果がなきゃ意味ね。ああ、バカは一人じゃねえか。ま、バカとバカがくっついた。
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Stop making that
人の
face!
一大決心。
榎本、笹塚はあれでもお前を気にかけてたんだぞ。
Hold on, how tall is... How tall is Takeru 5'5". I'm gonna buy fucking I'm gonna buy some platform 6-inch platform, no 7-inch platform shoes, and I'm gonna go fucking taller him just to piss him off.
柳さん、
生還していた俺に対してそれでいいのかって何度も言ってきた。お前を放っておけな
Hi,
かっ
word
た。
top, worded top. Welcome to stream.
日がなゴロゴロしてるニートが視界にちらつくだけでうざかったんだよ。
Also, I see what you did with your username.
潤んだ目で見るんじゃねえ、気色悪い。決めたんならさっさと行動に移せ。俺に迷惑だけはかけんなよ、単細胞。
了解。
I wish I hate him. I hate him. Satake had shown me the files on Fuji's murder case, so I wanted to hear about the situation from Enomoto himself immediately as he found it. He replied quickly. Got it, just left the office, so let's meet up at the park on the way to Shinjuku Police Station. He ignored my earlier text, but now he was responding to him promptly. I shouldn't bother Enomoto too much about his thoughts on Fuji, but he resolved himself to talk to me, so I have to be upfront with him too. How did Enomoto feel about the April and May cases? Knowing this, my first real step as his partner, I thought. If he's leaving from the office, then I should arrive first. I should review what I know about the case before Enomoto arrives. Ayo? What the fuck? I stopped in my tracks, startled by a gunshot. Was that just... Don't tell me another X-Day attack. I suppressed my emotions and called Mochida. The 1 minute and second it took him to answer the phone felt like an eternity. Finally. My reply to Mochida's typically easygoing move was urgent. I'm near Kabukicho Block 1 right now. There's been a shot fired.
持田さん、銃声を聞いたという通報が相次いでいます。場所は歌舞伎町か。はい。目撃者によると、琴峰高校の生徒が
政府が支給した銃による発砲を確認。番号から使用者も特定でき。
国民に配布された銃なら、あるの縛ってある。何にせよ、発砲が確認された以上、事件。
Someone actually fired a shot. There was a possibility of fatality. I'm worried about the situation. I'm heading there on foot first.
こっちもすぐ応援に向かっていいか、星野。俺たちが向かうまでは待機だ。先走った行動は。
Yes, sir. Let's go! Let's go! I ended the call and headed towards the gunshot. It was around here.
ちょっと押さないでよ。見つかったらやばいじゃん。ここからじゃよく見えないね。もう少し近づく？
I'm close to two girls shoving each other to get a better look in the alleyway. Hey, you too.
ビビった。何？お姉さんも銃声聞き。
Gunshot.
あそこでうちらと同じ高校の子が柄の悪そうな人に相手銃持ってるし、超やばそうだよね。
You need to get out of here. It's dangerous.
でもアドニスだったらこれから事件を。そうそう。お姉さんも気になるんでしょ
I have a Discord if you want to make friends there. I'm a police officer.
マジで
The skeptical girls seem to finally believe me once I flash my police notebook. We don't know why the gun was discharged, so you might be in danger if you changed here. I've already called for backup. Leave the rest to the officers.
まあうちらも死にたくはないしね
Their curiosity was unsatisfied, and the girls walked back to Main Street. Once I made sure that they were gone, I stepped into the alleyway. I cautiously advanced until I saw a uniformed boy being pushed against the wall. The assailant is... There was a man keeping the boy pinned to the wall, while another armed man was talking. They seemed to be in the early 20s and looked to be like street thugs. Reports are undoubtedly about them. I started to contact Mochiko while not taking my eyes off the man with the gun.
ゴタゴタ言ってんじゃねえ。有り金全部よこせっつってんだろ。
The man with the gun pointed at the student and shouted,
死にてえのか？あ？
僕本当に持ってないんです。
はあ？てめえがいいとこの坊ちゃんなのは。
The more the student struggled, the tighter the man twisted his arms.
助けて。
バカ。助けなんて来ねえよ。
Dude, you two fired a gun! What do you mean? No, people are gonna fucking report that. What do you mean? Is there really nothing I could do except watch them hurt the boy? I knew how dangerous it was to face an armed opponent, but...
もういいわ。ちょっと動けなくして金だけ取りゃいいんだからな。
Just as the man put his finger to the trigger, I leapt in, sidearm in hand. Halt! Police! Let the go boy and surrender!
んだよ。女一人のくせに何威張ってんだか。
Move, and I'll shoot. I trained my sights on the man who was restraining the boy. The man I was aiming at was intimidated, but the others sneered.
お前、状況分かってんのか？こっちにはな、こいつがいいんだよ。
助けて。
Far from surrendering, the gunman now took the student as a human shield.
そっちが撃つってんなら、こっちもこいつの頭撃ち抜くぞ。ガキを見殺しにしたけりゃしろよ。俺たちは痛くも痒くもねえ。
The man already fired once, so he didn't seem like he was bluffing. Extreme measures didn't seem like they were going to help here. Let him go. Take me instead.
わかんねえ女だな。命令すんじゃねえ。決めるのはこっ。
I could endanger the hostage if I agitate the gunman any further. I need to buy time until backup arrives. I put my gun on the ground. I'll comply with your demands, but please don't threaten the boy anymore.
けなげで結構だけどな。他に武器を持ってないとも限らねえよな。ああ、そうだ。おいお前、この場で服を脱げ。
Hey yo, no. What?
どうした？できねえのか。
Oh boy, of course I didn't want to go along with their absurd demands. So as long as the hostage was being threatened by an unstable individual at gunpoint. I understand. I clenched my teeth and begrudgingly took off my jacket. How frustrating. There wasn't a thing I could do instead of comply with their filthy demands. I wanted to save the hostage from harm, but I couldn't. I was so frustrated. If only I was stronger.
ほら、とっとと脱げや。でなきゃこいつが死ぬぞ。
Oh boy, that's so great. That's so great. I love this. I love this so much. It's great. It's great. The threat struck fear into the boy's face. My justice is... Just then, I saw something black and wrapped in cloth descend from above. It landed squarely on the gunman's head. Huh?
なんだ?
The man dropped his gun and crouched down before anyone realized.
よく頑張ったな。もう大丈夫だ。
Ayo? Ayo? I heard a voice next to my ear and someone placed a coat I shed on my shoulders. Give me a second. I'll post an invite. There we go. Give me a second. We're gonna pin this too. Did not want to open a Microsoft score. There we go. Then a shadow charged in front of me. I watched from behind as the flash of reddish hair raced towards the two thugs. Enomoto? Enomoto seized the man who had been clutching his head by the collar and slammed him to the ground with a shoulder throw. Then he whirled at on the other man without even pausing for breath. Let's go! That's my boy! Before the man could use a hostage as a shield, Enomoto struck him with a roundhouse kick. Yeah, let's go! Yes! Yes! Pop off! Go off, my boy! Yes! You picked the wrong guy in this one.
手を出そうもんなら黙っちゃいね。おとなしくオナーにつくんならこれくらいで勘弁してけど、もしまだやるってんならその腐った少年ごと叩き直す。
Yes! Go off, King! Go off! Enomoto. I thought that Enomoto's usual blushing, self-depreciating manner was endearing and adorable. But now with him protecting me so skillfully, his back seemed so wide. Before he carried me, now he showed up when I least expected it and saved me from a terrible situation. He may lack in the ladies department, but he'll never lack in the badass department. So true! So true! What a king! What a king! Look at him, he's so cool! That's pretty cool. He was like those superheroes on the shows I used to watch on TV with Kazuki.
いや、やっぱ反省したとこで絶対に許さねえ。少年叩き直すじゃ生ぬるいよな。てめえら全力で叩きのめしてやる。金を脅し取ろうっつうのも最低最悪だが、てめえら俺の相棒になんつった。捨て身で助けに入った女のこいつに服を脱げっつったよな。何しようとしやがったんだこれ。ことと次第によっちゃ。
Let's go! Let's go! Beat him up! Beat him up! Let's go, Enomoto! Let's go! Enomoto, calm down!
いや、落ち着けるか。男の風上にも置けねえクソ野郎どもが。おいてめえら黙ってねえでって、あれ
Enomoto finally realized that the man he had thrown has passed out!
しまった。やりすぎちまったか。
The other man he kicked was still doubled over in pain.
星野、今のうちに手錠かけとけ。
Oh, right. Yeah, let's do that. Just as we handcuffed the suspects, Mochida ran into the alleyway.
星野
Mochida!
見たところ場は収まったようだが、お前には待機を命じていたはずだぞ。
He's literally just monologuing to himself. It's great. I love him. I'm sorry. They had a gun trained on a hostage, so I had to intervene.
お前な。
I braced myself for a scolding, but Enomoto interrupted.
いや、星野一人じゃありません。これも作戦のうちだったんです。
Yes! Defend me, Enomoto! After all, he's still a dumbass. Once a dumbass, forever a dumbass. I should know, because I'm a dumbass.
君は
6月まで新宿署の第2機動捜査隊に所属していました。榎本峰夫です。
機動捜査隊
Mochida's eyes widened and he stood up a little straighter.
失礼しました。私は新宿署の特殊地域防犯対策室、持田正信と申します。
True, that's so true. That's true. That's true. We're all a little dumb on the inside.
榎本さん、先ほどの作戦というのはどういうことなのかご説明いただけますか？
They just believe him. They just believe him.
はい。星野とは親交があって、今日も会う約束をしてたんです。それで待ち合わせ場所に向かっていたところ、銃声を聞きつけました。
Bye, Tailgater. Have a nice day.
彼女が一足先に現場に着きましたが、人質救出のためには一刻を争う状況で、犯人の注意が星野に向いていたおかげで、俺が隙をつき人質を救出。二人で犯人を確保した次第です。
But he's the one who helped me. Feeling uncertain, I kept my mouth shut. Enomoto looked at me.
犯人は人質を盾にすることで完全に自分の方が優勢だと思ってた。慢心してたからこそ隙をつけたんだ。お前の行動は無駄なんかじゃない。
I felt my entire face heat up once Enomoto said that.
銃を持って相
Yes,
手
you
に
can
ひる
give
ま
me
な
a
かっ
hug.
た屈辱的な要求も飲もうとした。どんな経験積んでる警察官だって土壇場で行動に出られるやつはそう多くね。さすがこの俺をうならせた根性の持ち主だ。
Aww, Enomoto's being so
人質を助けら
nice.
れたんだぜ。
Enomoto's expression cracked, unable to keep down the emotions that welled up. I'd been intent on saving the hostage, but there is no guarantee that I'd succeed. If I'd made one wrong move, both the hostage and I would likely have lost our lives. Enomoto, thank you. Enomoto gave me a troubled smile as I tearfully gave him my thanks.
怖かったよな。もう大丈夫だ。お前が無事でよかった。
Those words made me even cry. Girl, why are you crying? Why are you crying?
お前泣いてんの？
It's all your fault.
俺のせい？もうほら泣くなって。せっかくの可愛い顔が台無しじゃねえか。だな、こういう時はそうだ、ハンカチ。確か上着のポケットに。そういや上着ぶん投げて。ほら犯人の頭に落ちたやつ、あれ上着に石入れて投げたんだ。
I recalled the black object had struck the man from above. That could have killed him, bold as always. He'd saved me, so I couldn't complain. That was who he was. His experience as a cop led him to make those decisions.
ちょいたまな、今すぐ上着取ってくるから。
As I watched Enomoto run over and fumble with his jacket, I stifled a giggle.
たく笑い事じゃないぞ星野。連絡がつかないし、お前に何かあったんじゃないかと。
Thank you. I'm glad I give out good hugs. I'm sorry.
もういい。榎本さんの言い分を聞いた後じゃ怒るに怒れない。お前の根性には俺も驚かされた。だがもうこんな無茶は許さんからな。
Literally. Yes, sir. Enomoto came running back, jacket in hand. When he saw that my tears had stopped, he looked as sad as if it was too late. Aww.
それじゃ俺は彼を家に送り届けてくる。
Mochida gestured to the boy who bowed to Enomoto and me.
本当にありがとうございました。正直警察って頼りないと思ってたけど、さっきのすっごくかっこよかったです。
Oh, Bella! I'll give her lots of pets and love for me.
いや、俺はもう現役じゃねえし。
Enomoto mumbled bashfully as the boy stared up at him with twinkling eyes.
僕特になりたいものとかなかったんです。でも警察官っていいなって。ああいう風に今度は僕も誰かを助けられたらいいなって思いました。
Oh, that's so cute. That was exactly what I thought once.
その気持ち忘れずに頑張れよ。
Enomoto seemed happy as he clapped the boy on the shoulder.
なんかここまで来るのに随分遠回りしちまったな。
I'm sorry.
いや、さっきのことじゃなくてさ、俺先輩が死んじまってからずっと時間が止まってる感覚だったんだよ。ただ時間が過ぎてくのを待って思い出すのも向き合うのも怖くて、あの日からずっと一人で取り残された気分になってた。
Enomoto's eyes staring into the distance were very calm.
でもお前のおかげでやっと最初の一歩が踏み出せる。
Enomoto.
当時の現場資料を見たんだったな。 お前の意見聞かせてくれ。俺に遠慮とかする必要ねえからな。お前は俺の相棒だろ。
Yes. I sat with Enomoto on a bench and recounted my conversation with Satake. The video broadcast in May supposedly showed 4 officers being executed, but I think the culprit was only after Fuji from the start.
どうしてそう思う?
Well, the numbers were written in with Fuji's blood. To Adonis, the Roman numerals countdown was very important, so the culprit's true aim wasn't to judge all 4 sinners, but to specifically cast judgment on Detective Fuji, I believe.
そうだな。なのに罪人4名の裁きを装った。おそらく最初のメッセージとしては、あくまで警察への反感を煽ることと、一人裁いただけじゃただの死刑に思われる。けど複数にしたことで、他にもこういう人間がもっといるんじゃないかと思わせることもできる。裁きの正当性を主張すること、そして本来のターゲットだった藤井先輩を殺すこと、どっちも果たしたってわけだ。
Which brings us to a whereabouts of the other 3 captives.
ああ、俺が警察にいた頃は生存の可能性は限りなく低いって言われてた。
Oh no.
けどテロの正当性を主張したいならその場で殺せばよかったはずだ。藤井先輩がメインターゲットだとしても、アドニスにとっちゃ他のやつも罪人に変わりねえ。それをしなかったのには何か意味があるんじゃねえかって思う。
Do you think the other 3 are being kept for some other purpose?
わかんないけど、あれだけ用意周到な計画的犯罪をこなしてきた奴らだ。意味のないことはしねえ気がする。
If it's true for the blood numbers too, but I found the condition of the scene around Fuji's body to be interesting. Fuji moved to the location where he was finally killed on his own.
ああ、5月の動画じゃ椅子に座らせたまま殺したように見せてただけで、実際は殺す前に藤井先輩の拘束を解いてわざと助かるかもしれないって思わせた。
See, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
姿を楽しんだ。
Like, I feel like there's more chance of being caught if he was running. Like, something could go wrong there. I feel like it would make more sense if he was just pretending to be tied up, and then killed himself after he did all the things he did. The suspect may be a deranged individual. The files I read indicated that too. I could tell from the bullet holes around Fuji's body. There were multiple bullet holes surrounding Fuji's body. Based on that, we could tell that the killer directed Fuji over the wall and executed him.
犯人と藤井先輩がどんな言葉を交わしたのかはわからないけど、わざと相手の恐怖を煽って死の直前までいたぶって殺すとか。
Fuji's cause of death had been massive blood loss from a gunshot wound to the heart. His death was was one of the first deaths, I believe. It was the first death of the incident. So, back in May, I think. He was killed in. It was either. He was probably killed in June, but his first initial kidnapping was May. So they probably analyzed the body once they found him. The manner of killing indicates that the killer had a considerable grudge against Fuji. The mistaken arrest are what stands out the most in Fuji's history.
そりゃ警察もとっくに調べてる。当時の調査じゃ完璧なアリバイがあったしな。
Yes, they did, but that was true at the time. The situation was changing now.
マジだ、バカ頭。被害者は8月の X デー事件のネットゲームの開発者。つまり、8月の事件でアリバイがあった容疑者をもう一度洗えば、何か出てくる可能性があるってことだろ。
I mean, it is his backstory. It just wasn't as far back. to be like backstory. There had been X-Day crimes this month. I recalled what Sasuke said. The victim on December 7th had been a developer of the online game from the August X-Day murders. And the victim on December 8th had a history of stalking, like the stalker killed in July. Based on that, the suspicion fell on people who had perfect alibis last time, but not this month. Just because they had alibis at the time doesn't mean we can rule them out as innocent. All the strongest suspects in other monthly crimes had alibis. It'd be too obvious for the people who had a strong motive to commit the murders directly. The smartest play would be coding Fuji. Okay, alright. So Fuji isn't part of Adonis. Okay. So maybe Fuji was killed by an agent of Adonis who was unrelated.
容疑者の絞り込みはまず関係者を洗っていくからな。関係性が一切なけりゃ犯人を絞り込むハードルは高くなる。
You're saying that someone killed Fuji for the person who killed the grudge against him.
そう考えるのが自然だよな。
Yay! Let's go! We did it! That would mean that the other monthly homicides were also substitute murders.
ああ。どの事件も動機がありそうな奴が完璧なアリバイを持ってるのはそのせいだ。
Adonis is using people with motives to commit murder in order to set up substitute killings. But doesn't that make the May incident slightly unusual?
何がだ?
The killer clearly had an obsession. It wasn't just the bullet holes. It's not just the bizarre nature of the killer.
ああ。確かに考えてみれば変だな。動機と無関係な人間の犯行なら、あそこまで徹底的にいたぶる必要はない。
It's hard to imagine that Adonis would choose someone to carry out this killing. Thinking about the murders on the 7th and 8th for this month, they were committed as revenge for people who were hurt in the past. If Adonis facilitated these killings as part of a larger plan to show justice, then they wouldn't select people who merely wanted to kill out of bloodlust.
俺もそう思う。じゃあどういうことだ?
If these are people who with motive, they have perfect alibis, the substitute murder would make sense. The killer had no relation to Fuji.
でも、藤井先輩の殺され方を見る限り、実行犯は強い恨みを持っていた可能性が高い。やべえ。頭こんがらがってきた。
Me too. The person who killed with motive to kill Fuji had asked someone else to kill him, but that substitute killer was also someone who held an intense grudge against Fuji. Then who are we looking for? Maybe we should ask Shiraishi.
素直にアドバイスくれるとは思えねえけど。
I mean, at least it's better than knowing nothing. I'll say that.
まあ、一旦俺たちの考えを話せば、ヒントくらいはもらえるかもな。
Enomoto nodded. After a short pause, I spoke. There's still a lot we don't know. It's certain that there was some strong desire to kill Fuji in the moment.
ああ、けどそれは藤井先輩がそれだけのことをしちまったって証明でもある。
Although he hadn't aggressively pursued the investigation, Enomoto was sure to have spent time thinking about the killer. Whether he thought about Fuji, it must have hurt. I wanted to know about Fuji and the abduction of the other police officers, but I didn't want to rush. I thought Enomoto would wait until he's more comfortable telling me more.
藤井先輩のことだけど、その。
Enomoto opened and shut his mouth a few times as if he wasn't sure where to begin. Enomoto. His fists were on his lap, clenched and trembling. It was enough to make my chest tense up as well. Even if it's necessary, it must hurt to talk about a painful past you don't want to remember. How I can help is... I reached out and placed my hand over Enomoto's trembling fist. His eyes were watery. It's okay, Enomoto. You're not alone. I looked at him, imbuing my gaze with feelings. Aww.
ありがとな、星野。
Enomoto quietly smiled. Then his hand stopped shaking.
今朝も話したけどさ、俺って刑事ドラマ見て警察目指しただろ。でも実際なってみたら憧れだけで続くほど楽な仕事じゃなくて、能天気バカな俺でもちょっと挫折っていうか落ち込むこともちょくちょくあったわけ。けどそんな時が決まって藤井先輩が声かけてくれてさ、飴とムチっつうのあれがうまいんだ。俺のいいとこめちゃくちゃ褒めてくれてさ、悪いところは頭ごなしに怒るんじゃなくてそれを長所に変えてみせろって助言してくれた。
I think I can understand. Mochi does like that too.
おー、あの人か。言われてみりゃ雰囲気似てるかもしんねえ。先輩の正義はまっすぐだった。些細なことも見逃したくない。被害者を一人でも減らしたいってのが口癖で、そのために努力は惜しまない人だった。上から小さな事件にこだわりすぎるなって言われても、事件に優劣なんてないって短歌切ってたな。
He sounds really cool.
ああ、先輩の背中を見てこの人みたいになりたい、なってみせるって、ただそれだけを考えて前だけを見てきた。一度も先輩の正義を疑ったことなんてなかった。正義は決して悪に屈しないから。バカみたいにそう信じてたんだ。でも先輩がアドニスに捕まって不祥事を暴露されて、
Yeah, he's getting better at it. I'm proud of him.
先輩が無実じゃないって証明されても、俺は納得。なんで5人逮捕なんて起こしたんだ。逮捕まで行くには根拠があったんだろうし、先輩なりの考えがあったはずだ。先輩のことだから被害者のこと考えすぎて正義のために突っ走っちまったのかもしれねえ。でも真実は全然違った。
Enomoto's voice trembled and he bit his lip. Enomoto.
先輩の家族から聞いたんだ。先輩は出世のために焦ってたって。もたもたしてたら後輩に追い抜かれる。手柄をあげなきゃって。当時署内でささやかれてた噂も聞いちまった。藤井先輩は5人逮捕を起こす少し前から俺が起訴に取り立てられたことを妬んでた。
No. No! What the fuck?
あの5人逮捕は先輩が嘘の証言をしたことが原因だったんだ。
No! Fuck! What the fuck? Why can't they leave my boy alone? When are they gonna stop beating on my boy? They just keep adding on to his tragic backstory. Damn, where was this treat? They didn't even give this treat to Okazaki.
なんで嘘なんてついたのか。それは手柄を得るため、出世のため、俺より功績を上げるために。
Oh no.
俺が起訴に取り立てられた時、先輩は自分のことのように喜んでくれた。でも
He is, but what the fuck?
なのに俺は先輩に褒められて有頂天になって。
But that's...
分かってる。そんなの俺に一番気づかれたくないはずだ。でもさ、それでも先輩が死んだのは俺のせいだって。
It's not his fault though.
でっち上げしてまで手柄を得ようとしなきゃ先輩が死ぬことはなかった。俺の存在が先輩を歪ませたんじゃないか。俺さえいなければ先輩の正義が歪むことなんてなかったんじゃないか。そしたら今も先輩はくったくなく笑いながら生きてたんじゃないか。
That's not...
そんなもしもの話考えたって意味ねえことは分かってる。
Enomoto was squeezing my hand hard. He clung to me so tightly that it hurt. But he was the one hurting so bad that he wanted to scream in agony. So I looked into his eyes. I would accept all his words in pain. It was all I could do to help him climb out of his pit of despair. Enomoto finally looked at me quietly for a while and finally let go.
ごめん。手痛かったよな。
No, this is nothing at all. I'm not only here because I wanted to talk about the cases. I don't even really need to be directly involved in an investigation. Your feelings about the murder, the feelings that you kept locked up inside. I'm not entirely sure how much I can help you with those, but I think we can figure it out together.
くそ。自分が情けなくて嫌になる。
He's a little pathetic, but he's got the spirit and he's very cute, so he can get away with it. Enomoto had smiled bitterly and his expression hardened.
先輩が死んだのは俺のせいなんじゃないか。
We do love him. He's a good boy.
どうしようもなく怖くて。先輩にも事件にも向き合えなくなった。ビビったんだ。俺。全部忘れて逃げ出したくなっちまった。
But you didn't run, didn't you? Did you? That's why you're suffering so much now. You live at that office because you want to face the truth, even if it hurts.
ああ。自分が見えてなかった藤井先輩の一面を知ったのはショックだったよ。けどそれ以上にあんな残酷な方法で殺されたことが理解できなかった。アドニスは裁きだとかこの国を再生するための正義って言ってたけどよ。あんなのが正義なわけあるか。
Enomoto pounded the bench and glared at the sky.
先輩がどうして罪を犯したのか。本当は俺のことどう思ってたのか。先輩を失っちまった今、真相は永遠にわからない。知る術もない。謝ることも怒ることももうできねえ。裁きだ。そんな正義があってたまるか。あんなのただの殺戮だ。
Yeah, go off, King! Enomoto turned to me, fuming with pent-up feelings of rage.
星野、俺はどんな理由があろうと藤井先輩を殺した奴を許せない。許すわけにいかねえんだ。絶対にこの手で償わせてやる。
Yeah, we'll help you, bro. We'll help you, my bro. In the moonlight, Enomoto looked like he was glaring at the killer that wasn't there. I didn't know what to say to him when he was so terrifyingly grim, but I couldn't take my eyes off his.
捜査に本腰入れてなかった分、これから巻き返さないといけねえな。そんなわけだからさ、猫の手も借りたいわけだ。
Yeah, he actually wants to help now.
星野、俺に
He's
力を貸してくれ
growing.
るか。
Look at my boy. The hand that trembled in fear of the murder and shook as it raged against the killer was now extended towards me. I should be the one asking you. I took his hand. I'll do my best not to slow you down.
ああ、よろしく頼むぞ、相棒。
I returned Enomoto's grin with a smile. It was a roundabout journey, but now we were standing at the same place. Woo! We did it! Ooh. To protect our form of justice, we couldn't stop moving forward. Even if all that awaited us at the end of this path was terror, stopping before we had reached the end would just create more victims who couldn't be saved. That just wouldn't do.
今日さえもねじ伏せて正義を証明してみせる。
We did it! Chapter 4! December 11th, 4 a.m. We're gonna end it here, actually. This is a good place to stop. We made pretty good progress. I'm gonna switch to the talking scene. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I had a blast, and we've made very good progress, reaching chapter 4. For Twitch. only one of you, but we'll rate someone anyway. We'll rate one. I will post next week's schedule on tomorrow. I know for a fact that we're playing Code Vein 2. Hopefully it'll be with Sen, but if not, maybe Insanity. We'll find out. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.